Monsters in the Morning for your chance to win tickets to the upcoming Monster Jam in Orlando. We're doing it every 10 minutes. This is all courtesy of Renewal by Anderson, official partner of Monster Jam. Plus, come see the legendary Gravedigger up close and personal. Mark your calendars and head to 2500 Maitland Center Parkway for some big-time fun. See you here on August the 1st from 4 to 7 p.m. Thank you to our sponsor, Renewal by Anderson. You have a chance to win tickets every 10 minutes.
GiveMeTheVin.com puts your car right on the money, providing you with a hassle-free online option to sell your car for more. It's as simple as going to GiveMeTheVin.com and entering your car's VIN number or license plate number. It's easy and it's fast. GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product and don't know what to do next? Inventors, InventHelp can help you get started with your idea. Call 1-800-INVENTION or go to InventHelp.com to get your free inventor's information. They can help you try to patent your idea and submit it to companies. Get started with your idea today at InventHelp.com. InventHelp is the leading invention service company. With offices nationwide, they've been helping inventors since 1984. Inventors receive more than 10,000 patents through their patent referral services. Don't wait to get started with your idea. For free information, contact your friends at InventHelp. Go to InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. That's InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. They help everyday inventors just like you. Additional services include invention websites, prototype models, technical drawings, and more. They keep your idea confidential and explain every step of their invention services. Remember, that's InventHelp.com. InventHelp.com.
Hey, Cam, mind sending me over our new Wi-Fi password?
Oh, sorry, Mitch, you can't be trusted.
What?
It's your phone. It's different than mine.
Cam! And I thought I was a judgy one.
No, it's just messages between different devices aren't encrypted.
Okay. Since when do you know about encryption?
I know what encryption is, and it's because I'm the last line of defense against any would-be Wi-Fi thieves.
Cam, come on.
Okay, fine. I'll send it somewhere more private.
Thank you.
Safely send messages between different devices. On WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Savory tastes and tunes are returning to SeaWorld with bands, brew, and barbecue. Sample recipes from Kansas City, Texas, Memphis, and more. Pair them with refreshing cocktails and ice-cold craft beers. Catch live concerts by award-winning artists every weekend through August 25th. And stay for spectacular Ignite fireworks. Don't miss SeaWorld's bands, brew, and barbecue every weekend this summer. Learn more at SeaWorldOrlando.com. Concerts are free with park admission.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're seeing the unseeable. Using advanced imaging technology, our experts can look deeper into the human body, uncovering the smallest of details that would otherwise go unnoticed, leading to more accurate diagnoses and treatments. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic, because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional paid.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The news junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Thursday, July 25th, 2024. Lots to get to today, from the J.D. Vance couch story to Cameo is in really big trouble, and the FBI drops a bomb on Trump's ear. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Thursday?
Good.
Yeah.
You know, just getting through it, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I thought today was going to be a weird one. I woke up to the most ungodly noises. And
Courtney,
outside of my room, I think it was my neighbor. It sounded like they were like tearing something down or ripping down a tree, or I don't know what it was, but it was just screaming loud at about 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's too early.
And then I said to myself, I'm like, what is the time for that? Like, what is the time where you can have contractors come over your house and start working on loud stuff?
So I thought the same thing the other day, because I had landscapers come by at also 8 o'clock, maybe 7:45 in the morning.
Oof.
And then I realized in the afternoon how hot it is. And if I were doing their jobs, I would also start very early in the morning.
Fair point. Yeah, fair point. You want to get out before that, like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's why some of the things that I think I would like to do, I don't, because they just have to happen so early. Like, I would love to go fishing sometime. But
wait, so you're never going to go fishing because it happens early in the morning?
No. I mean, there's plenty of other reasons why I haven't gone fishing in like a decade, at least. But like the friends that go would always go at like 5 or 6 a.m. They're trying to.
Yeah, and golf too. They do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would love to go out there, but that's very, very early.
I feel like if we did this, though, we could just be like the late night crew. We do all those things that everybody else is doing, but we do them later on. No traffic.
Sure.
No backup of people on the golf course.
They don't do a lot of night golf, I don't think.
Nah, that's ridiculous. It should be done. We'll get some glow-in-the-dark balls. We'll be out there playing before you know it. It'll be a good time. All right. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. I saw him playing baseball at night. Huh? Remember that thing? You can play golf at night. Maybe a little harder to see the hole, but
yeah, I know. No, I saw Legend of Bagger Vance. They just pull all the cars up and turn the headlights on. It's fine.
Oh, true. We can do that.
You can make love with the lights off. You can play golf with the lights off, right?
Hey, as they say.
I'll be equally as good at both things. Or better.
All right, here we go. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to Congress, where the director of the FBI, Christopher Wray, was testifying. And he was asked a lot about all the stuff with the Secret Service, and with Trump getting shot, with the Secret Service director resigning, what do you know, that kind of stuff. And he tossed out a little bomb there where he's saying the FBI doesn't know if it was a direct shot that went right through Trump's ear or if it was a piece of shrapnel that hit Trump. And this has been like a conspiracy that's been going around for a while. The real conspiracy by a bunch of dummies like Keith Olbermann and stuff is that Trump didn't actually get shot. It was a piece of the teleprompter that got him. It wasn't even a bullet at all.
But I heard those things the very day it happened, and I didn't see any of those teleprompters in a state of disrepair.
No, there was a story that we talked about on the show that said the teleprompter may have been hit, and then you looked around him and saw that the teleprompters were still intact. And so we knew that wasn't true, and we continued on. But the FBI is still uncertain of what exactly happened here.
I think with respect to former President Trump, there's some question about whether or not it's a bullet or shrapnel that hit his ear. So it's conceivable, although as I sit here right now, I don't know whether that bullet, in addition to causing the grazing, could have also landed somewhere else. But I believe we've accounted for all of the shots and the cartridges. So
he's saying we've accounted for the shots and the cartridges. He's saying we don't know whether it was a bullet or shrapnel. I'm not sure where the shrapnel would come from. And the reason I say that is because think about the space between the shooter and Trump. The only thing really between the two of them was those teleprompters, right? Those screens were up there. I'm not sure what else it would hit unless they thought it like hit the ground and hit his ears.
Would we be able to tell with his wound, which we have yet to see?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I was going to say, does this mean that the medical professionals that tended to the wound have said it's not consistent with a bullet wound?
No, I don't know if that's come back yet. I know Trump's doctor, who there's a whole story about him, but Trump's doctor released a report and said there was a good sized hole in the ear and blah, 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 bullet went through there, et cetera, et cetera. The FBI is saying they don't know yet whether it was a bullet or shrapnel. Not that it really matters at the end of the day, but they're saying that they don't know which one it was, and I'm sure they'll have to, wrap all this up in some big report because there's a huge investigation that they're about to undertake here. That's the latest from the FBI and what they're saying about all of this. My money says it actually was a bullet. I think that's probably the case. I saw a YouTuber recreate this because, of course. And he had a gun set up and a head set up and shot through the ear with the same type of gun, just like in the actual incident.
What's that royalty check look like?
Oh, real nice. Because I think last I saw he was up to like 8 million views or more on that video. And strangely enough, I believe, I hope I'm not getting this wrong. I believe it was the same YouTuber who it was his merch, his shirt that the shooter was wearing. Yeah. That, I think it was that very popular
and
YouTube
felt like
gun
he
guy.
Immediately had to make a statement. I was like, we're not associated with him at all.
But we'll recreate the
recreation.
Oh, the internet.
Hey, there were a lot of people out in Washington, D.C. and New York City. They were protesting the president of Israel being in the United States of America. He's going to be headed to Mar-a-Lago in the next day or so. And amongst the crowd, a familiar face amongst these protesters. Let's see who this guy is who's out there.
It's a disgusting show of support for someone that doesn't deserve our support. I'm ashamed that my tax dollars are going to the brutalizing of an entire people.
So what's weird is nobody's like bothering Dave Matthews out here. He's just out there amongst these protesters.
Doing his thing.
He's just got like a backpack on. He's just, rocking his regular clothes out there. This is Dave Matthews amongst the protesters. I don't know. Maybe they don't know him.
I think he's the kind of guy that can move around in public and not like, in certain situations, they'll be like, oh, man, that's Dave Matthews.
But throw a hat on him and he could easily blend in.
I think you can too. Yeah. Like you might go, is that? No, I don't know.
I had a friend of mine text me a handful of months ago. He was in New York and he was waiting in line to get into the Broadway play that Sean Hayes either is or was in. He was doing that Broadway run for a while. I have no clue what it's called.
I know what you're talking about.
He was going and he texts me and he goes, look who's in line behind me. And it's Dave Matthews. And he's just sitting there dressed casually, waiting in line to get into this Broadway show. And
what a guy.
I think like he's at the level of celebrity.
He has the perfect spot for it.
Yeah.
He's at the level of celebrity where he can move about the country and not like need bodyguards or something.
So weird because he's hyper famous, incredibly wealthy, and he's like he can sell out arenas all over the place if he wants to. And the drop of a hat, but he could just pop up to the protest and do his thing. Whilst some of the protesters were peaceful, doing their thing, all of that stuff yesterday, a lot of the other ones, including in New York and Washington, D.C., spray painting, vandalizing a whole bunch of stuff, saying Hamas is coming. Some of the messages shouted out by these protesters, vile, disgusting nonsense, very anti-Semitic stuff, all within the crowds of these protests. It's grotesque to see. I'm not saying Dave Matthews is part of that. He looked like he was just part of a group of people chilling out, protesting the Israeli leader.
Yeah.
And that's your right to do so. Go for
it. From what we just said, like, yes, he might not be bothered as a participator of as a participant of this protest. Mm-hmm. But if there was video of Dave Matthews spray painting things, then he's going to run into some trouble.
Yeah, right. He might get into a real like Drew Carey's kid during the summer riots there. You always forget that. Drew Carey's kid got arrested during all the George Floyd riots. He like lit some stuff on fire in the streets.
I forgot Drew Carey had a kid.
Yeah, it's got to look just like him. It's crazy. So anyways, a real backwoods take incoming here. With some of the stuff I saw yesterday where they're taking down American flags, burning them, putting up Palestinian flags, saying Hamas is coming. We're going to overturn the republic. America is irretrievably broken. Burn it to the ground. A million other things that these vile people are saying. Send them all somewhere else. Deport all of these losers. Every single one of these people that comes out and says, death to America, goodbye, see you later, sayonara, enjoy yourself somewhere else. I'm all about freedom of speech, but hey, if you don't like it, sayonara. Some of the stuff I saw was just so... I can't imagine being a Jewish person in the United States of America and seeing some of that stuff, like seeing them say, we're going to find a Jew, we want Jew blood will spill in the streets, and just people saying this stuff. Get these people out of this country. They don't deserve to be here. It's gross.
And when are we going to get them out of the country?
Right now, hopefully. Right now. That's why I said to you guys on Twitter.
Anyone's priority.
If I could press a button and deport every one of these Hamas lovers, I would press the button twice. I would get rid of these people so fast, get them out of this country. We don't need them. They add nothing to the United States of America. They hate what we are and what we do, and they're just gross, monstrous people. Anyhow, we got a lot to get into today. I want to see what you think. Dave Matthews, fine by me. All these hippie kids out there protesting, people who have a cause that they're going for, fine. But you want to tear this country down. You want to burn the American flag and say death to America. Bye. See you later. Next plane out, please.
All right.
We want to hear your dispatches. Send those in. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. And you can also send in emails just like this to tips@thenewsjunkie.com if you don't like the sound of your voice, but I hope you do. Ashley says, Dear News Junkie, podcast listener for the most part, so I'm usually a day behind. Went to Publix today, and the lady in front of me, probably in her mid-60s, bought 12 8-packs. Wait, is that a thing? An 8-pack of soda? Is a thing?
Is it soda she's talking about?
8?
Yeah.
Is this going to be about Diet Mountain Dew?
Yeah, it says she bought 12 8-packs of Diet Mountain Dew. Just wanted to say thanks for the massive chuckle I had to do and internalize, as not to seem crazy. Love the show and appreciate everything you guys do, it says Ashley. I didn't know they had 8-packs.
Here's the thing. They have 8-packs of things that are in specific sizes. Mm-hmm. Like, I think if you're buying an 8-pack of soda, it's a bottle that's smaller than 20 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're buying 12 of them, maybe we could get some bigger packs.
Oh, I see.
It might be like I buy the small ones on purpose, so I don't, drink too much of it because I don't want a whole. But I just think the idea that you buying. What is that? 96 Mountain Dews?
That's a lot of Mountain Dew, man.
Maybe there's a camp or something. Giving it to the homeless. I don't know.
When I see that kind of consumption of soda, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know the science on it, but it seems like that's not good. It seems like that's bad.
Maybe it lasts her 96 days.
My mom was a soda junkie, though. Like, she literally was. She drank Diet Coke every single day, and she didn't even drink water. I think I've told you the story before. I never in my life saw my mom drink a sip of water.
Where I'm like that.
I never looked over. I was like, my mom is having a water right now. She only drank Diet Coke.
Water's so boring.
I think if she had a sip of water, she would just spit it out. This is disgusting. Water's so boring. Don't you have a water jug right next to you? Right there.
It's not
That's
a
water
jug,
right?
thank you. It's a Stanley.
It's a Stanley. Ooh, look at fancy Stanley. Look at that thing.
I just have one, though. And I get excited when Sealand brings the same color as mine. It's like,
so you're
this
the
is
Stanley
one
buddies?
of 30 at my house.
Yeah, they have a whole room over at Sealand's place now, just outfitted with the Stanley collection over there.
Mm-hmm.
Just loaded up with those things.
Little by little, methodically, like wrapping all of our glassware and stuff because getting ready to move soon.
Oh boy!
Oh, you got the.
It's looking like there's going to be little to no barriers in this process.
Nice.
But I have not brought myself to open the Stanley cabinet and start just chucking those things in a box. They don't need to be wrapped. They're fine.
I was thinking about this. You know what's weird about this, Sabrina? It's almost worse what he has to do than a full-on move across town kind of thing, because he's not moving that far. And so you would think, this is easy. But you have to do all the same stuff.
It's not. Yeah, there's nothing about a short move that makes it much easier. Like, if
the
we were
only
moving,
thing, it's like, are you going to hire a moving company?
Yes.
And then you have that moment where, are they judging you?
Because it's so short.
I don't care.
This guy couldn't get across over here.
Don't care.
Now, what I will tell you is there are so many hacks when it comes to, even though it's a short move, that will make your unloading process so much easier.
Like what? What do you do?
I mean, as far as how you're hanging up your clothes, labeling stuff, putting them in the proper boxes. When you want to just get out of there, but then when it comes to unorganizing or unboxing everything, it made such a difference to finally put things in a box that says living room.
I'm so bad at that though. I would everything would be in a ball in a box. I'd sort it out on the other side.
Stay there for the next 2 months.
Well,
I'd lose things. It would be a disaster.
When we first started this journey, I would walk into different rooms in the house and go, I'm gonna have to pack all of this.
Yeah.
And then I keep looking at my wife and going, babe, remember last time when we moved into this house when we had nothing? We both moved in our cars basically.
Yeah, but you know what? You're gonna love your new beautiful house.
I know.
And then 2 years from now, you won't even remember the moving process. You'll just be like,
2 years from now, we're gonna have so much more stuff. I just know the way my wife is, and I'm gonna go, we're never moving again.
That Stanley room just getting bigger and bigger. They got to have additional rooms for it now, so hence the upgrade. All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll get to your dispatches. Southwest Airlines, my airline of choice. A huge change is coming.
I saw this morning. It's crazy.
I don't know what the hell they're thinking.
I don't know what to think about this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll get into all of this. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
We are Real Radio 104.1. Online at realradio.fm. On your phone with the free iHeartRadio app. And, hey Google, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
I would be happy to. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's bumper-to-bumper traffic due to an accident on I-4 westbound before State Road 535. The left lane is blocked and traffic is backed up from Sand Lake Road. On Severin Boulevard at Colonial Drive, the right lane is blocked due to an accident. The off-ramp from I-4 westbound to US 192, that is partially blocked. And the on-ramp from Dowden Road to the Greenway northbound, that is partially blocked due to an accident as well. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your car, home, motorcycle, commercial auto, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st, streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Savory tastes and tunes are returning to SeaWorld with bands, brew, and barbecue. Sample recipes from Kansas City, Texas, Memphis, and more. Pair them with refreshing cocktails and ice-cold craft beers. Catch live concerts by award-winning artists every weekend through August 25th. And stay for spectacular Ignite fireworks. Don't miss SeaWorld's bands, brew, and barbecue every weekend this summer. Learn more at SeaWorldOrlando.com. Concerts are free with park admission.
Cam found out that group chats between different phones aren't private.
Or encrypted.
Thank you. We only text in code.
Yes, which I created. I created a code.
Yes. Which can be a little annoying.
Wait, was that your attempt at the code?
You already forgot the code, didn't you?
I should have written it down.
The place to safely send messages between different devices. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your Social Security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last 3 addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Funerals are expensive. Do we have enough for ours?
Yeah, I bought Smart Bunny final expense insurance.
Get up to $25,000 coverage for funeral expenses and other needs for as little as $14 a month. Hop on the Smart Bunny app now for final expense insurance. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman Lind. After 28 years of practicing law and being responsible for thousands of people who've lost their jobs, their financial freedom, and even their lives, I believe when trying to decide on an attorney, you should ask yourself 3 things. How long have they been in business? Do they have good reviews? And do they actually care? Hopefully you never need us, but if you do, call us at 407-500-JEFF. That's 407-500-5333. Or visit us at whenyouneedus.com. Offices, Orlando.
The risk of getting injured increases as we get older, but aging without injury is possible. Get yearly eye and wellness exams and talk to your doctor about medicines you take that might increase your risk for falls or a car crash. Learn more at cdc.gov/stillgoingstrong.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
The final countdown begins. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
No one's really sure what all C-Lane's buttons actually do. This is the news.
If you want to be anonymous, just put anonymous right on top of your email to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. I am mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. That's right, C-Lane. I've had enough of people changing things on me. I get comfortable. I enjoy the way things are going. I got my little schedules. I got all my weird stuff going on. I might be a little bit acoustic, who knows? But I like things the way I like them, all right? And when I see that the airline that I've almost exclusively flown, to my detriment, in as much as for all of the times that I've flown this airline, which must be over 100 flights at the very least, I never set up a rewards program and never gained any points.
Oh, that's stupid.
Very dumb move. Very, very dumb move on my part. I only set it up like a year or two ago. But I fly Southwest. I love Southwest. I don't know why. It's like simple. It feels like you're getting on a Greyhound bus or something. But Southwest has decided after 50 years, right? 50 years, damn near going back to Kitty Hawk here. I know we're not going back to Kitty Hawk. I'm kidding.
Right.
But going way back 50 years at Southwest Airlines, they've done things one way. And it works. And I'm all for it. And now they're going to change it because they've decided that doesn't work for them anymore.
Like, if I hadn't seen this this morning on the news and you had ramped this up like you're doing, I think I would be able to guess what it is. It's the one thing about Southwest that you just know.
It's open seating on a Southwest flight. And now they're saying it's over after 50 years, Sabrina. After 50 years.
There's been a lot of fights, though, we've seen online because of this.
I haven't seen any problems personally. Have there been fights about seats? Yes, but there's also been fights about seats on flights where they're assigned, too. You know what I mean? Where somebody goes, do you mind switching with me? And they're like, no, I'm not doing it. And they get into a stupid fight because they're idiots. But 50 years in, they're going to scrap this idea of just open seating, and they're going to bring assigned seats forward.
So does this mean y'all are about to pay even more money?
Yes, 100%. It's about money. 100%. That's why I hate this.
Well, because they're also adding because I don't think that Southwest is going full blown first class. Do they have a distinction? No. No such thing as first class on a Southwest flight.
No, it's wide open.
But now they're saying they're adding seats with more legroom.
Yeah, and here's what I think they're going to do. Some of this is speculation.
Oh, the old speculation.
I thought he was doing
I think that we should keep it going. Is he back on yet?
Working on it. He's probably still talking.
Does he even know that he's not on anymore?
Let's
You're
see.
not.
Hello?
Hey, he's back.
It ended at you saying speculation.
Yeah, I know. And iHeart said that was so corny. They shut me down for good. They said, we can't have this.
Wait. Did you mean to cut that word short?
No. I said speculation. So it's all speculation. But here's my theory on this. I think that they say now we're going to sell premium seating. Well, premium seating to them means more leg room. How are you going to get more leg room?
By taking out seats?
Or they don't want to take out seats. They're going to push the other seats even closer together to open up leg room. I guarantee you for the front, so that they can sell it as premium. You can stretch your legs a little bit up here.
And you're not really stretching your legs.
No, you can't.
Just experience the smaller seats one time, and you're like, yeah, I will pay more for that.
Yeah, and some of them are really bad. Like the flight I took to London, those seats were really close together. I'm very straight up, like my seat is completely straight up, and I can't put my feet out at all, and you're stuck in there for like 8 hours. Ooh, not good. But they said the airline said Thursday it's been studying seating options and is making the changes because passenger preferences have shifted. The moves could also generate revenue.
I'm sorry, is that to imply that passengers used to prefer less legroom?
Yeah.
And now we've shifted into wanting more legroom as passengers?
The moves could also generate revenue and boost financial performance. That's what this is about. They said they're going to change everything here, and now you're going to be assigned a seat, and the whole boarding process will have to change because that's just the way it goes over there. I know some of you like this.
Some of that's fine because I think one of the detriments to the open seating process is having to wait until exactly 24 hours before your flight and like refresh, check in, and then you're still zone 3. You know, like I think that burden can be lifted off some people's shoulders. So you really think they're going to compress the later seats just to get the legroom in the
How else
premiums?
are they going to get more legroom? They would have to take out seats, which would be losing money. And
they'll make up for that in the money they get from the premium seats.
I don't think that. I would think they want the money from the premium seats and the money from the other seats because they want to be greedy about
the
this.
options are your thing where everybody in the back is getting a little more squished so that the people in the front get a little more legroom. Or you take out 6 seats, 3 on each side, and then still the people in the back have the same amount of legroom, and then you're able to kind of massage out the front rows so you have some more legroom.
I don't like where this is going. I'm not a fan of this, but the airline industry is changing. And I saw something else that they're starting to do. In India, there's an airline called Indigo. All right, you get it. Indigo, India, yada, 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 right? And Indigo has announced a new policy that they have. And this policy is only for women. Okay? This is not for men in India. If you've ever been to India or know anything about Indian culture, you'll know why they're doing this, and you'll know why only women get access to this. Indian men get insanely handsy, can get very creepy, speaking generally here, can be super weird, can be rapey, and all of those things, right? And in their culture, this is a major problem. So Indigo, this Indian airline has a new policy that when a woman is buying a ticket, she can click a button and see the gender of all the people who have bought purchased tickets around her, and you can request not to sit next to men. You can make a request to sit next to no men on the flight.
Yeah, I think that stems from some of their, like, maybe not religious beliefs, but, like, their family values, and probably religious beliefs. I've known people from that area who, like, guys won't hug a woman because it's like disrespectful to his wife or something like that.
And then you have the other end of the spectrum where if you're sitting next to a dude and you have a high risk of him trying to grope you during a flight.
That's the issue. Yeah, that's
Good
the issue.
God.
It's not with people in India. It's much more so that there's been so many incidents of Indian men being aggressive, groping women, touching women who don't want to be touched, et cetera, et cetera. Before you email me, I'm not saying all Indian guys. I'm saying it's a cultural problem that they have in India, and this is proof of it right here, that there's at least some women who would want this product. But they said you can request not to sit next to a man on that flight. Ladies, would you like that feature here in the United States of America on your Southwest airline flight that now has an assigned seat for some reason? I don't like it, but we'll see if you do. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Speaking of that, let's see what you got on your mind. There's some people who have chimed in about Sea Lane moving, and I've seen tips coming in, all kinds of stuff. So let's go over to this. Here's Dennis. Let's see what Dennis says.
Sea Lane, I'm a veteran of many moves, and I will tell you the last move was from Miami to Orlando. We did it with a mover. Absolutely the best experience you could ever have.
It's worth it. It is. I think everybody knows that by now.
A
Everybody
mover
was
for
trying
sure, but it's the packing up for the mover that I'm trying to help or give advice for. Like, it's the boxes that you're packing up. Once the heavy lifting, absolutely get a mover for, but it's the organization of said boxes that will be so helpful if you do it ahead of time.
I'm not saying that this would be all good. I'm just asking a question here. Is there a thing where the movers will come in and you don't do anything?
I was just thinking the same thing. Like, is there a premium top tier service?
Like they take your underwear out of the drawer, they put it in a box for you. They do all of the things, and then they put it in at the other end, and then you're good to go.
I'm sure that's available somewhere.
It must be, right?
But that's weeks. You got to plan ahead for that. That's not same day move.
Well, it's like a white glove service. That would be like a much more expensive version of this.
That's like when you go to the music festival and they're like, here's general admission, or we're going to set up an air-conditioned apartment for you, and you're going to have unlimited alcohol the whole time, and we're going to personally take you to each concert on a golf cart. It's also fully stocked with alcohol.
Yeah, it sounds expensive, though. Price tag, huge, I'm sure. On the
you gotta pay for the artist somehow.
Yeah, true. On the ability to choose whether or not you sit next to a man on a flight, would you want that ability in the United States? Avendasora on Twitch says, nope, I'm already having trouble meeting a man. I need all the chances I can get.
Okay. Someone's going to India soon.
There's a way. I thought you said something else entirely.
Something's going India.
Oh. Pun intended.
Wow. All right. Okay. Boy. So
she has a lot of faith in Avendazora's playing skills.
You're going to nail this. This is going to work for you. We want to hear what you have to say. So send us a dispatch in just a moment. Jeff on YouTube says it all depends on how much you want to pay. We just moved last week and paid $1,500. The movers came in. They packed the remaining items. They moved all the furniture. Got it all done, he says. That's not bad. $1,500 for like a full-on move like that. Rather than you doing it yourself, wasting all those hours and all that, that is not good. Here's Momanji talking about the Indian situation.
Hey, guys. I hope you guys are doing well.
You too.
Well, you're a little bit wrong and a little bit right between the two cultures. Indian is a culture. Indian people, men especially, have a very bad reputation with rape. Now, what Celine is talking about is Muslim culture. Different people. They really don't like to be next to women if they're not their wives. Kind of like a religious thing. Two different types of people, two different types of culture.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.
That's what I was trying to say.
I was very careful not to say Indian because I was pretty sure the person I was thinking of was not actually Indian. I just know that there are cultures like that exist where it's
definitely 100%. Yeah, all throughout the Middle East, you're going to get that same exact kind of behavior, or just norms, localized norms because of religion. All right, we want to hear from you. You can talk about that or anything else. Steer us in another direction or follow where we're going so far. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, over at Publix, a man is very angry about his job at that grocery store. Why does he hate working there? Well, we'll see. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
So intermittent explosive disorder.
Okay, that's not even what I have.
Let her go.
It involves repeated, sudden episodes of impulsive, aggressive, violent behavior or angry verbal outbursts in which you react grossly out of proportion to the situation.
What is that?
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Central Florida, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast on this Thursday. And the rest of our Thursday afternoon will feature hot and humid temperatures. Planned for an afternoon high today of around 95 degrees in Orlando with our heat indices back into the low 100s. We'll also expect some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. These will be fairly scattered with better chances taking place north and west of the I-4 corridor. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Get the deals you need during Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 20% off select Werner and Little Giant ladders because Lowe's knows pros. Valid through 7/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Folks, you don't have to hear this from me to know. You already know well that if you have an AC problem, it can get expensive, especially because you can't trust a lot of the people who come out to fix it. That's why you need a company that is trustworthy, like Mills Air, a company that's been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years, and they're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. That can get you real big rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. Now, here's one of the best things about Mills Air. They have something called preventative maintenance. You can schedule for them to come out. It could save you money, and they can detect an upcoming breakdown. Save yourself some money and get a lot of peace of mind with preventative maintenance. I'll give you the number in just a second. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to Mills Air. It's 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
Monster Jam, massive stunts, all-out racing, crazy skills. Monster Jam, as big as it gets. The fun begins at the pit party, where you can meet the drivers, get autographs, take pictures, and see the trucks up close. Get your $20 pit party pass at monsterjam.com today. Must have valid event ticket to enter pit party. Restrictions may apply. Rules and activities are subject to change. Visit website for event details. Coming to Kia Center August 3rd and 4th.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. Call A1 Garage Door Service today.
A1 from day one.
Boss, did you know Safe Touch Security is the home of the 45-second or less guaranteed response?
Of course, it's just one of the reasons why I hate Safe Touch.
For a limited time, save up to 50% on select security systems. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 2000-1945.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit. 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322. 800-954-3322.
Experience life now at Orlando Science Center. Life is an all-new exhibit featuring animals and immersive galleries. Meet a sleepy sloth, playful monkey, a baby shark, a curious owl, and more. Learn about issues impacting their habitats and how you can make a difference. Get tickets and more at osc.org.
It's always a good time for donuts, so indulge in Shipley Donuts. Fresh-made donuts in delicious flavors, from classic glazed to Oreo cookie-topped treats. Crafted from quality ingredients. Catering and online ordering available. Visit ShipleyDonuts.com. Now open in Orlando on South Cimarron Boulevard.
Get into summer with iHeart 80s. iHeart 80s goes commercial-free this weekend and every weekend. Open the app, search iHeart 80s, and start listening now. Free never sounded so good.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your car, home, motorcycle, commercial auto, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com.
Look ahead with the team at TK Law to plan your family's future. Visit OneFirmForLife.com.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
A safe haven of sorts for all of the 95%ers. This
us. And if you want to have fun with us each day and you miss some of the show, go get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. It's free. You can see all the links right there. iHeartRadio is our choice, but whatever you want is fine by us over at thenewsjunkie.com. C-Lane is moving, and everybody's offering him tons of advice. I'm not sure how much of this you want, C-Lane.
Sorry I said anything.
Yeah, they are really, really offering you advice. Some people are saying make sure you don't screw up any of the food that you're moving over. Peter says, when my parents moved from Tallahassee to Jacksonville, the movers had a great hack to save time. They wrapped the butter dish without taking out the butter. That was fun to unpack. It says, did not survive the trip.
How do you mess that up?
That's lazy right there. That's just lazy behavior. You're not putting everything into it. But we'll get to some dispatches on this in a moment. Go to thenewsjunkie.com to record yours right now. There is somebody who says, Publix is the most depressing place to work. And they made a video about their experience that's going viral
Facebook,
on all of the things.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
By the way, the balls to not only make videos like this, but to do it in your uniform, that's an interesting move to me. That's an interesting move. That's like the person, I heard of somebody in the last couple of weeks that said they got fired. And I was like, why did you get fired? Well, I got fired because I was trash talking my boss on Facebook, and I didn't think you would be able to see it.
Okay.
But, you know, like they did one of those
and
posts
how
where
old
they're
was
like,
this person?
in their 30s. Way too old for this kind of behavior. And the post was something like, God, this job sucks so bad. If I have to work with this loser one more day, I think I'm going to blow my brains out, or something to that effect. And it gets back to the boss, and the boss fires this person, and they're surprised by it. It's like, yes, if you talk
the boss
trash,
is like, listen, the last thing I'd want you to do is blow your brains out. You're fired.
Yeah. If your boss sees you talking trash about your company or them on social media, of course that's going to be something that could get you fired. Let me tell you, if I had an employee that I was paying for Sean's company, and that employee starts like roasting the company, saying this is the worst company ever. It's just like the people who say they hate this country, and I say, get the hell out of here. You hate this company, get the hell out of here. There are a lot of choices out there, especially for a younger person. There's a good job market right now. Get out, find a job that you at least enjoy. You're young, you don't have to love it yet. Find one that you at least enjoy, that you don't hate if you hate the job so bad.
You don't know you hate jobs until like the second week, right?
You have to try them out. Yeah, you have to try them out. And I had all kinds of jobs, and there were jobs that I disliked. Now, back then, when I first started working, you wouldn't ever have the problem of talking trash on social media. It wasn't a thing yet. You didn't have until like 2005 YouTube and some of these other platforms starting to pop up, and you could just talk trash with your friends about your job. But if you're going to talk trash about the people that are paying you, of course they're going to want to get rid of you. Of course they're going to get tossed for doing that. This guy is Publix worker Josh, that's his name. And he talked about how terrible and depressing it is to work at a place like this. He says, honestly, this goes for any job like this. Fast food, grocery stores, the typically part-time job a teenager takes. Well, what do you expect? It's an entry-level job. This is how it goes. And that's just how these kind of entry-level jobs are. It's not going to be super fun every single time. And maybe this is not for you. I see some people working at jobs like Publix who seem to be having a blast.
Mm-hmm. I know people that have been working there for like 20 years.
Yeah, it's a good job. It's literally a good job. My neighbors down the street in the acreage, one of them started working at Publix. I think he still works at Publix to this day. He started working in Publix probably 96, right around there, 1996, and he still works there. And you start out bagging groceries, stocking shelves, and you move up, and you move up, and all of a sudden he was like running one of the Publix locations, a grocery store, and then on from there he goes up, and he was like, this is a good job. It's a good company. I think it's the biggest employee-owned company in the country. I hope I didn't make that up. Look up Publix Wikipedia, C-Lane. I think they're the biggest employee-owned company, at least in like the Southeast or something like that. They are good to their employees. People bitch about them sometimes.
So, yes. I mean, I know you asked C-Lane to do it, but Publix is the largest employee-owned company in the U.S. Employees and former employees own an estimated 80%.
Yeah.
And Jenkins family members own the rest.
That's great.
Founded the company in 1930 after he left now rival Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, really? Piggly Wiggly coming into play. You know, it's wild. You know,
I'm surprised it's not beyond Florida or is it maybe in the Carolinas
Southeast
at all?
I don't know how far up it goes.
Yeah,
there's something about grocery stores.
There's Publix's, or is it Publicis?
I don't know.
There are Publix locations in at least South Carolina.
Yeah, what's crazy to me is when you see there's a place downtown. I don't know what it's called now. Oh, it's called Jack and Honey now. You know the place I'm talking about?
People.
That used to be a Publix.
Yeah.
That used to be a grocery store. That's how small grocery stores used to be.
And at least, I don't know if Jason put up any of the old pictures there, but a couple places ago in that building's history, they had a picture of that place when it was a Publix, and you could tell by the windows and the building, and you're like, oh, damn, that is a tiny grocery store.
Yeah, now we are big fat Americans, and we need big, giant grocery stores. We need them big, and they're bigger than ever, but I wouldn't be complaining about that place. I'd see it as a slam dunk. I tried to get a job at Winn-Dixie when I was 15 and 16 years old. I was not Winn-Dixie material. They did not want me on the staff at their company.
Get the job?
They didn't hire me. They never called me back. They never wanted me.
Oh, buddy, follow up.
I did.
Rule number 2.
I did. I went back to the place. I said, just checking in on my resume. And they said, we got it. We'll be in touch. And they were never in touch.
Were you wearing your Jankos?
No.
Frosted tips?
Yeah, it may be frosted tips. I may have had frosted tips at the time.
My friend's little brother worked at a Publix when we were just out of high school or maybe in high school. I think it was this kid's first job.
Mm-hmm.
And something that stuck out to me that's kind of an old school mentality that I think is fizzled out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if you two have ever worked for somebody that you referred to as Mr. or Mrs.
No. No, I never have, I don't think.
Never worked for someone that you call Mr. or Mrs.?
Yeah, Mr. Smith or whatever, like a more formal communication between you and whoever's in charge.
I've worked with somebody that we referred to as Mr., only because he had been there for so long, but I didn't necessarily work for him.
The only way I would do that is if they were really old.
Groundskeeper.
They have to be. It's like a 90-year-old groundskeeper. I'll call him Mr. Whatever. I'll whatever that person wants to be called. They've earned it.
He would he would come home and he would have stories about drama going on in the work, and he'd be like, "Mr. This did this," and I'm like, "Mr." I mean, this sounds so bad because that just means we've gotten less polite over the years. We've lost our manners. But
now you go on social media and yell about your boss, and you don't call him Mr. You call him all the names in the book. I think. That's the direction we've headed in. Let us know what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. What were you saying, Celia?
No, I just don't go home and a really pissed off Mr. Bradshaw today.
You could, though. You should start doing that.
Still call him boss man, though.
Download
especially
on your
when
wife.
I need something.
Oh, God. I wonder if that still happens. That's a weird thing because our job is so different. Is it still a thing the couple comes home at the end of the night and they're both like, oh, and then they just unload all of the, then they said this, and then my boss was like,
I think that if you determine with your partner that you're not going to text about work throughout the day.
Yeah.
I think at those moments nowadays that you just in that frustration, you're already venting to them via text message. And then with our job, it's very particular because if I get the how was work, I'm like, want to listen to the podcast? Wait.
Then you're going to get the dreaded for all of us. What'd you guys talk about today?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? You just talked together for 4 hours? You don't remember what it was about? Was it that bad? And you're like, no, I just don't remember what we talked about.
My favorite, and it happened to me this morning because my father-in-law was over and he goes, "What do you got? What's on schedule for what's the plan today for the junkie?"
What's the plan?
And I was like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I have zero idea what we're going to talk about.
Nobody knows until right before, the show prep goes in and then you do it and then we're on to the next thing.
I mean, our first 3 years we used to have meetings.
Yeah.
And then we just have a good flow going on now. And I think for the most part we all see the same stories. We send each other stuff. And then
did you guys see the story about JD Vance and his couch?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
That's what's coming up next. Text your father-in-law.
We might have to put that one on the burner for a second. We've got a lot on the way. We got the next episode before too long.
Oh, yeah.
A huge prediction about the presidential election from somebody I really think we should listen to. Why? Wait, that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Casino passes for the 2024 Just Call Mo Real Radio Celebrity Poker Tournament are still available. Go to realradio.fm/poker for more info.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. goldsmithjewelry.com.
Watch out for a couple accidents this afternoon. I-4 westbound before State Road 535. The right shoulder's blocked. Severin Boulevard southbound at Colonial Drive. The right lane is blocked. The right turn lane is blocked on Orange Avenue southbound before Oak Ridge Road. And the on-ramp from I-4 westbound to US 192, that is partially blocked still. If you see any other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Shop Macy's Backstage today for amazing deals on everything you need for summer. Get low prices every day at Macy's Backstage. Find a store near you at macy'sbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Shipley Donuts. Now open on South Cimarron Boulevard.
SeaWorld has added even more flavor to their summer spectacular by bringing back Vance Brew and Barbecue. Savor mouth-watering recipes from Kansas City, Texas, Memphis, and more. Pair them with refreshing cocktails and ice-cold craft beer. Catch live concerts from award-winning artists and be sure to stay for spectacular Ignite fireworks. Don't miss SeaWorld's Vance Brew and Barbecue every weekend through August 25th. Learn more at SeaWorldOrlando.com. More info and contest rules at realradio.fm/contests.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage. Navage.
Hey homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious, your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at solarsource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In Office, Orlando.
The Injured on the Go, JustCallMo.com Real Radio Charity Poker Tournament benefiting the mustard seed of Central Florida may be sold out. However, there is still a way for you to join us. Saturday, August 17th at the Orlando Science Center. Help raise money for the mustard seed of Central Florida by joining us in the ThatMortgageGuyDon.com casino and witness who wins it all at the Solar Source final table. That's right, casino passes are still available and get you casino chips, food from the Hard Rock Cafe Orlando, access to raffle and silent auction items, and selfie opportunities with all your favorite local celebrities and more. Special thanks to Mills Air providing complimentary Michelob Ultras for our poker players. Go to realradio.fm/poker for more information.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Cam, mind sending me over our new Wi-Fi password?
Oh, sorry, Mitch, you can't be trusted.
What?
It's your phone. It's different than mine.
Cam! And I thought I was a judgy one.
No, it's just messages between different devices aren't encrypted.
Okay. Since when do you know about encryption?
I know what encryption is, and it's because I'm the last line of defense against any would-be Wi-Fi thieves.
Cam, come on.
Okay, fine. I'll send it somewhere more private.
Thank you.
Safely send messages between different devices. On WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah!
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. The exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. M-O-N-E-Y. Money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Filling in the gaps between the New York Times and World Star. This is...
We do appreciate you as always, and I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised by this news. I honestly didn't expect to see this today. When I saw this story, I said, I thought that was like a huge success. I thought this was like explosively popular and basically just printing money. And now they say, no, it's gonna maybe even close down soon.
No.
Yeah, I swear to you, C-Lane, it's Cameo. Cameo, the website where all the celebrities could do like the stupid videos like, hey, and happy birthday, Miguel, and it's 22 years and a great job.
How is that not doing well?
Last we heard, people were killing and making tons of money off of it.
You know what I think happened is that the celebrities realized that they could just do it themselves, get paid directly.
Yeah, maybe. Do you think that maybe having that wall break down between celebrities and fans, people kind of got used to it, and it's like, that's not that special anymore. It's not that cool to get a video from a celebrity because you know you got it from Cameo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like there are some videos that would still bring a lot of people joy. I mean, I've certainly seen them on TikTok when it's shared, but I do wonder, like, OnlyFans offers the same thing. We just heard about bad baby Danielle Bergoli.
Right.
They made millions of something that is like almost the same if you want to just message with her.
And Cameo, some of them were pretty expensive, as I recall.
Right. Well, so you just said, like, we've heard a bunch about people making big bucks over there. And in my head, I go, I haven't heard a lot of stories about people making big bucks. I've heard plenty of stories about people charging big bucks.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, are people paying it?
I heard the one that I had heard who was doing very well was Kevin from The Office.
Brian Baumgartner.
Yeah, and Brian Baumgartner was I think they said he was clearing over $1 million at one point from Cameo just to make little messages for people each day. And this story from Business Insider says Cameo was once a tech darling. In 2021, the company reached a $1 billion valuation following a $100 million investment after the app, which allows people to pay celebrities for short video messages, became a phenomenon during the pandemic. Now, Cameo is facing a $600,000 fine from the Federal Trade Commission, and they say that they can't afford to pay it. They can't afford a $600,000 fine. They were a billion-dollar company. That's a
I'm
big
sure they
issue.
can't afford it, but they're wondering if it's worth it versus just bowing out.
No, this is Cameo's dire cash straits, meaning their cash situation, were disclosed in a settlement agreement made public Wednesday by New York Attorney General Letitia James. That's the one that's been hungry for Trump's ass. The company failed to properly comply with FTC rules about celebrity product endorsements. And because of these endorsements and them not complying, Cameo should pay a $600,000 fine for its violation, but it cannot afford to pay it. So they have to accept $100,000 because that's all they have. They don't have enough money to pay this. And I don't know how they're going to end up getting around this and staying as a company.
I know that there have been, because it was very obvious, I've seen ads for apps on free apps, like the freemium, or not freemium, but you know what I mean? Like when you get a free app, but you have to watch ads.
Yeah.
And I've seen ads for other apps where they have a celebrity, and the Cameo watermark is in the thing. It was like, okay, you just paid a Cameo fee for this celebrity to say this.
Wait, they have a watermark already?
Some of them do.
Because the story says the FTC required them to include a watermarking system to indicate a video is booked through Cameo.
Oh, I've always seen the watermark.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is saying that they required them to do that. Maybe they want them to put more on the watermark than just the brand Cameo something.
Is that just to prove that they paid for it?
I don't know.
I think
it says Cameo is required to implement features for future compliance, including watermarks requirements for brands and celebrities to acknowledge the endorsement regulations and ongoing monitoring for non-compliance. And this is in this agreement. And Cameo is about broke. They're not doing very well at the moment. We thought that was a company that was going to be huge and $1 billion valuation, for God's sake. Not many companies get that high. So we'll see what happens with Cameo. Will they fold? Do you think it's interesting still? Fresh Rock says, I think it's pretty dumb. He doesn't want to get anything from Cameo. Other people, I'm sure, still like to see these kind of messages. It's a fun little gift and stuff.
How much do you think Cameo makes off of, like, percent-wise?
I have no idea.
Hard to even guess.
I would say they deserve like maybe 10% or less because of, they're doing the hosting, they're connecting you to the client, blah, blah, blah. But I would guess that they probably take a way bigger percentage than that. Yeah. Maybe like 30%. I don't know. It must be public what they take, right?
How much?
Like, what percentage does Cameo take? And we're going to see in just a moment a prediction here, a psychic
25.
prediction of the U.S. presidential election. They take 25%?
Yeah, to 25% in any service transaction or order processing fee.
Yeah, I don't know how they lost all of this then. Maybe they were just blowing it on all kinds of stuff that it didn't hold value, I guess. Something has gone wrong there.
And you won't be surprised to hear this. For all Cameo products, excluding Cameo calls, requested through the app for iOS, Apple takes 30%.
Oh, man. That is so brutal and so wrong. Apple and Google in the Play Store. You got me fired up now. In the Play Store, in the Apple Store. Absolutely vile what they do in terms of the amount of money percentages that they take from small creators and larger creators alike. The idea that them just hosting your app, which would probably cost you less than $10 a month if you did it on your own with some of the offerings out there on the marketplace, and they charge you 30% of the revenues that you make through your app. Except some people get exceptions. is not real handy. Like Amazon, other companies, they don't take this amount of money from them because they want them to be in the App Store. They don't want people getting pissed at them. It's messed up, really screwed up.
And no other options.
No. What are you going to do? You have those two app stores, or you have do a website and go solo, which is why the newsjunkie.com exists and the News Junkie app is RIP, because it's just too expensive. Then these
you're
companies
going solo, man. That's messed up.
He's indie.
Then these companies go, hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to launch 4 new phones, and that's 4 new screen sizes, and you must optimize your app for all these screen sizes. So go back to your developer, spend another $10,000, and it's just on, bleeding you to death. Anyhow, the prediction is in, and now we're going to find out who is going to win the election, friends.
Oh, so quickly.
This is
we
not
had some time.
This is not some jokester. This is some very serious person, a psychic from Bath, England, the Brits in our elections again, who reportedly uses asparagus to peer into the future.
Jesus, Sean.
This is serious stuff. They know what they're doing over there.
How long has he been doing this, or is this his first go at the asparagus?
It's a woman.
Fortune-telling?
It's a she, and
Sorry
her
for
name.
assuming the gender.
Her name is Jemima Packington.
I'm done
Packington.
with this story already.
Why? This is a real story about Jemima
Packington.
Well, she has a nickname, Mystic Veg, if you want to call her that. Mystic Veg is the nickname you could use. But this asparagus psychic has predicted who's going to win this election. And she also predicted with her asparagus the death of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022 and Brexit in 2020. The asparagus is not wrong, all right? This is real stuff. So applying her asparagus-powered psychic capabilities in the field of U.S. presidential politics, she said, do you think she said Biden is going to win? Well, not Biden. You got Kamala now. Mm-hmm. Do you think she said Kamala, or you think she said Trump?
How does it work? Like, she just holds the asparagus?
She uses
and then
the
says
asparagus.
something, or is she biting into it? Is
She
it
asks
moving?
it.
Oh, she just asks.
She asked it.
Is it the same asparagus?
Does she call it up on the phone? Bring asparagus.
No, she puts the asparagus in front of her. She asks the asparagus the question she has, and the asparagus speaks to her and tells her the answer.
Yeah, you know what? I have no idea what the asparagus would say.
Okay,
Or, Lady Vag. What is it called?
Mystic Veg.
She asked, will Biden or Trump, this was, I think, before the whole Kamala situation, the rearrange, let's make a new nominee. And the asparagus said, no, it won't be Biden or Trump. Right now, I'm going to tell you it's neither of them. It's a lady. And
Get
then
outta
lo and
here.
behold, I think everybody knew this was going to happen anyways. That's how many people knew.
When was that filmed? Is there proof that it was before the announcement?
She made her prediction the previous week. So 1 week before, when everyone kind of knew it was going to go on. Anyways, the asparagus doesn't lie, though, she says. Biden, we know, is out. He's kind of in this weird position now where Biden is just like in the White House, riding out his last several months in the White House. And you go, oh, okay, yeah, you're going to do a speech? He does a speech. We tune in for a little while.
You only have it's going to be a lady?
That's what it says here on the sheet in front of me. Why? What
I
else
have a
did she say?
name. The asparagus told her a name.
Oh, mine says I keep getting this. The next president of the United States is going to be a woman. Did she go more specific? Because that's not in my story. What
it
she
straight up says Kamala Harris won't be the woman to win
Oh my God!
the U.S. election this year, according to a psychic.
Who's it going to be then?
Jemima Packington from Bath, Mystic Veg, who uses the power of the plan to make the predictions, says it's going to be Michelle Obama.
Oh my God! Okay, what? I got KNEWZ.
Is this
News.
cooked asparagus, or is it raw from the ground?
This doesn't say, but my story doesn't say what C-Lane said either, so I don't trust them anymore. I used to think they were on top of things.
Hey,
but,
towards the end of the year, when you go to book the tarot reader,
yeah,
skip that. Go with asparagus lady. Please.
Mystic Veg, you want to hear from her? Okay, I'll line it up. Biden giving his speech at the White House saying he is stepping down from his election battle. He's going to stay in the White House and fight it out for the last few months. But now he's kind of like a lame duck president. I mean, he just is a lame duck president. He could, by the way, resign and Kamala Harris would be the president of the United States, and she could still win 2 elections in a row if she was able to do that. You know what I mean? She wouldn't be limited.
I would
But
prepare myself for the election.
No, and that's probably a better use of your time if that's what you're going to do. But I'm saying if he resigned and she was president, because it's less than 2 years, it doesn't count as a term.
Right.
So you would be able to serve 2 terms if you could win those elections. We'll see if you could. Eddie says this story was a waste. You're out of your mind, Eddie.
Yeah, shut up,
Eddie. Yeah,
Stupid
Jemima
Eddie.
told us a lot of things, Eddie. We
Suck
learned a lot.
fart, Eddie.
What do you think? Go over to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch right now. All right, we'll hear a little bit from Biden in his speech last night and how that went when we come back. And the luckiest gambler in the world, what was the bet that turned $5 into $2.2 million? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Gentlemen, everyone bring in their favorite piece of meat tomorrow. And collectively, all 4 of us will spank the meats with our seasoning.
They won't care if we do it.
Yes, they will.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a couple earlier accidents to keep an eye out for this afternoon. Celebration Boulevard at Waterside. There's an accident off to the right shoulder on I-4 westbound before State Road 535. Authorities are working on an accident on Orange Avenue southbound before Oak Ridge Road. Expect delays there. And there's an accident on Severin Boulevard southbound at Colonial Drive. If you see any other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
One of my favorite things about that mortgage guy, Don, from thatmortgageguydon.com is the fact that he's part of the Real Radio family. Listen to the Home Loans Radio Show every Saturday morning and get your questions answered live on the air. Don's pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business. He's explaining the real mortgage process to you because, hope you're sitting down, he wants you to know how it works. He's going to treat you like a human, like a friend, not like a number like all the other mortgage companies would. So start the process today with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
Hey homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious, your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at SolarSource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Hey, Cam, mind sending me over our new Wi-Fi password?
Oh, sorry, Mitch, you can't be trusted.
What?
It's your phone. It's different than mine.
Cam! And I thought I was a judgy one.
No, it's just messages between different devices aren't encrypted.
Okay. Since when do you know about encryption?
I know what encryption is, and it's because I'm the last line of defense against any would-be Wi-Fi thieves.
Cam, come on.
Okay, fine. I'll send it somewhere more private.
Thank you.
Safely send messages between different devices on WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product and don't know what to do next? Inventors, InventHelp can help you get started with your idea. Call 1-800-INVENTION or go to inventhelp.com to get your free inventors information. They can help you try to patent your idea and submit it to companies. Get started with your idea today at inventhelp.com. InventHelp is the leading invention service company. With offices nationwide, they've been helping inventors since 1984. Inventors received more than 10,000 patents through their patent referral services. Don't wait to get started with your idea. For free information, contact your friends at InventHelp. Go to inventhelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. That's inventhelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. They help everyday inventors just like you. Additional services include invention websites, prototype models, technical drawings, and more. They keep your idea confidential and explain every step of their invention services. Remember, that's inventhelp.com. inventhelp.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Take a tax vacation. Pay no sales tax now at Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money. MONEY, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Helping to spread awareness, or whatever the new buzz term is. We're not actually doing it.
It took $5, turned it into $2.2 million, and what the bet was, and then what makes me really angry about it, but people just keep emailing about Sea-Lane. They just continue to email the show about Sea-Lane.
I've slowed the show. I apologize.
We got to get this out there. People want to tell you stuff about moving. Everybody wants to talk about moving, so let's do that real quick. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Gabriella emails for you. Hey, Sea-Lane. Whoops, almost called you Sea-Lane. Sea-Lane. Didn't catch how long you have until you move, but my #1 tip is going to be as packed up in advance as you possibly can.
Oh, it's so fun. It's like someone said that already.
I'm moving house in about 2 weeks and have everything packed up and ready to go, except what I'm going to need for those next 2 weeks. I was able to start about 2 months in advance, which gave me plenty of time. Good luck, says Gabriella. Do you have that kind of time? Do you have like months, or do you?
No. But I think I have a similar time frame to Miss Gabriella. But I'm already on that train. Our household has officially become a Red Solo Cup household, and probably by the end of the day today, only paper plates.
Oh, you know what's kind of sad in a way.
What?
Jackson is never going to remember his time at the house.
Dude, we've been talking about that. Like Ashley keeps telling him, you're never going to know how cool this house was. You're never going to know how awesome your nursery was.
Are you guys going to a less cool house?
No, we're going to a bigger house.
It's more
cooler
cool.
house.
Are you going to make his room cool?
Sure.
Okay.
Eventually.
He doesn't sound like he's confident in that room being cool.
It's going to be a cool room.
What's strange?
You know, it's brutal. Sea-Lane, you put all that work into Jackson's room.
Yeah.
Like, we made the cool wall and did all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
We'll take the wall out.
And it will exist only in pictures now.
That'd be quite the undertaking.
My parents still live in the house I grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
And that house was owned by my dad, like,
that's kind of cool.
Way before they were married.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never known what it is to, like, have your parents move. And the day that they decide to do that, if that's even an option at this point.
You're going to cry?
I feel uncomfortable. Like, the thought of it is wild to me. I can't imagine anyone else living there.
Yes, it is weird. Look, I know what that's like myself, but I have not been back. So after we sold my parents' house, I've not gone back by there. I can't imagine what that would be like to see somebody else out in the yard, or like, we've talked about this before, like if they make changes to your house, or like if they made a change to your room and you saw it, Serena, you'd be like, what the hell?
My
room was
parents
good.
did that as soon as I moved out.
It's tough. All right, another email.
My old house, I've said before that I drove by once and I was like, why did they put a window unit in? That's weird. Like the AC. And then I'll look at it on Street View, Google Street View. And as I go through the years, I'm like, all right, it looks mostly the same. It's hard for it to look different, different coats of paint. I think they tried to screen in the front stoop. You couldn't even call it a porch. But one time I was like, they have cars. How many cars? They must have had like 8 cars. And they were just parked going into the backyard. And I was like, what is going on? Are they running a small taxi service here?
You go, what are you doing in my house? What? This is my place. You may have sold it to you, but here we are. Cameo emailing tips@thenewsjunkie.com about Sea-Lane moving. Good afternoon. As a seasoned military spouse who has moved 17 times, with 5 of them being local moves, I can help Sea-Lane with his local move.
17?
I have many moving hacks. Yeah, that's a lot. I have many moving hacks and a great day-to-day and weekend-to-week checklist so you can make the move a smooth one. We have 5 kids all grown and out of the house now and can help make this move less stressful. If you're interested, please let me know, says Cammie. P.S. I love your show, she says. So,
thank you, Cammie.
Cammie is out there. And, all right, we'll leave. There's more of these. We'll leave these to the side. Let's talk about this luckiest gambler. There's so many people want to give you advice on this. Somebody turned a $5 bet into a $2.2 million win at the Venetian in Las Vegas. Not too shabby. Now, I have a couple of questions first. Maybe I'm not as seasoned a gambler as some. The person was playing Pai Gow. What is that?
Pai Gow.
It's a card game, a P-A-I, and the second word, G-O-W. They're playing.
Can you get that with
Face Up
rice
Pai
or
Gow.
noodles?
It does sound like something you would eat at an Asian restaurant.
It's a poker.
It's a poker game?
Yeah, chicken Pai Gow.
Face Up Pai Gow is what this person was playing. And they had a $5 bet riding. And I'm looking at the hand that they ended up getting, which is a straight royal flush. For those of you not in the gambling world, that's pretty damn impressive. Is this the Joker?
Yes.
Has it got the Joker still in the deck? I didn't think they did that. The Joker is in there. So a straight royal flush is what they ended up having. And that's a $2.2 million payout for this hand in a progressive jackpot at the casino. Now, here's where I'm angry. This is where I get pissed off about stuff like this. The person who won this, they get $2.2 million in their win. They go from $5 to $2.2 million. However, the taxes on this, which will be taken out, $619,000 goes to the U.S. government right away. You win $2.2 million, and you immediately have to pay $619,000 in taxes to the U.S. government.
I was about to get outraged because I thought I was thinking of $1 million in my head, and I was like, that's more than half the money.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot, though, $619,000. And for those of you looking at this who don't know how things work in card games, the reason why this is so crazy is not only is it 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, but they're all of the same suit. So it's just an insane hand that the odds of you getting this are like lightning strike level or beyond that probably. And the person got $2.2 million and a little bit of a haircut with $600,000+ going in taxes. What do you think? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. My biggest win in gambling, still around $50 or something. Not very good.
Mine was on that last cruise, the Virgin Voyages.
Casino, a slot machine?
Walked up, and that was my first time playing craps, and I just said,
craps.
I said, hey, I don't know how to play this, guys. Can you gentlemen help me play? And I won like $300.
Oh, what? That's not bad.
And then I lost a bunch of people's money because they were like, the last thing you do not want to get is sevens or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I immediately rolled. And I went from cute girl learning how to play craps to get the crap out of here.
You know what I hate about that? They'll be like, no, you're lucky. You got to stay around. And I'll be like, I won. I want to take the money and run out of here.
I'm out. Thank you.
I don't want to stick around until I lose everything. What do you think? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send us your first dispatch right now.
Do not know how craps works. Maybe this year will be the year. Maybe this will be the year. We got the poker tournament coming up, and maybe I'll finally get to the casino and figure out how to play craps.
Oh,
but
just do what
not.
Sean does.
What
All in, first round.
Yeah, I tried that last year to get out of the poker tournament earlier, and I stayed longer than I ever have. I was trying to get out of the poker tournament, and then I kept winning and winning and winning and winning. And all the people at my table were like, Sean, you're a really good poker player. And I'm like, trust me, I am not a really good poker player. I assure you.
I wasn't there last year, but the year before, I was first celebrity out. And I didn't even get my trophy. I think they gave it to.
Buddy.
I'm like, all right.
Did you get out of there before the person with the microphone came over? Like, oh, we got a celebrity out.
No, I don't think so.
Isn't that old corn dog who does that gig?
No,
Is that him?
No.
I thought
he would be really good at it, but
yeah, he could do it. That's the guy who DJ'd C-Lane's wedding. For those of you wondering who we're talking about,
officiated as well.
That's true. I got the
Reverend Corn Dog.
The Biden speech from the Oval Office, which we'll dig into that a little bit. We got to get to this J.D. Vance couch thing. That's a really weird meme that's going around. And even the Associated Press started weighing in on that. My head's going to blow up thinking about it. And more of the Mr. B stuff. But when we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? An update on Celine Dion at the Olympics and the power of rumors, baby. Billy Ray Cyrus is an achy, breaky douchebag, according to the leaked audio that just surfaced. Plus, sources say a boy band reunion is in the works, but there's one lone holdout. And here's a hint, he's not the DD. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Happy Thursday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for today, it's going to be hot and humid with afternoon high temperatures climbing well into the low and middle 90s with a high of 95 degrees in Orlando, but feeling like the low 100s. We'll also see some increasing clouds ahead of some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Most of these will be taking place along in north and west of the I-4 corridor. So not everyone will see the rain, but gusty winds and heavy downpours will be possible with those who do. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Call 844-ADD-HELP-5. That's 844-ADD-HELP-5.
Hey, Cam, mind sending me over our new Wi-Fi password?
Oh, sorry, Mitch, you can't be trusted.
What?
It's your phone. It's different than mine.
Cam! And I thought I was a judgy one.
No, it's just messages between different devices aren't encrypted.
Okay. Since when do you know about encryption?
I know what encryption is, and it's because I'm the last line of defense against any would-be Wi-Fi thieves.
Cam, come on.
Okay, fine. I'll send it somewhere more private.
Thank you.
Safely send messages between different devices on WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Get the deals you need during Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 20% off select Werner and Little Giant ladders because Lowe's knows pros. Valid through 7/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. However, if left untreated, could lead to costly repairs. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. If your garage door is noisy, if bugs are getting in, or if it struggles to open, your garage door is in need of repair. From simple repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Our springs, rollers, and openers are tested by running them up and down, open and closed all day, 24/7, so you can feel confident with every A1 garage door repair. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. Keep those creepy crawlers outside by calling A1 Garage Door Service today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Call today and take advantage of our $29.95 tune-up special.
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your Social Security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last 3 addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This
of entertainment and beyond. Thanks for hanging out with us today, friend. We appreciate you. You can email the show at any time, by the way. tips@thenewsjunkie.com, just like Chase, who says, "Hello, junkies. As you know, I got fired from Carvana after a dispatch played a couple of years back."
Oops.
I forgot that. Not a huge deal. It ultimately got me into a much better career path where I'm making more money with better companies. We're getting people fired out there. What was funny to me about it was I wasn't even complaining about the company, and I didn't really hate it that much. But the manager who fired me for it wrote down who snitched on me and put that into the HR report, which I could see. Screw you, James, says Chase. You get the last word there, Chase. Thank you for the email.
Carvana's
Appreciate
still around,
it.
though, right? Or they shut
Yeah.
it down?
No, they're still around as far as I know. Yeah, it's still around. There's a weird way to sell cars out of a giant vending machine, but works for some people, I guess. All right. Let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about? Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, the Home Loans Radio Show, and your BFF when it comes to refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, expanding your business, and so much more. Do not forget, my friends, that starting July 1st, the beginning of this month, we're 1 month almost so far into the Florida Hometown Heroes program.
Oh, okay.
Remember,
All right.
down payment assistance funded with $100 million as of July 1st. So if you are looking to buy a home for the first time, maybe you have not owned a home for the last 3 years, all veterans and active duty military, you can get down payment assistance up to $35,000. So start the process. See if you are eligible for that money by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that mortgage guy Don.com.
It was 34 years ago, 1990. Move Over, that one girl who was nominated for Grammys and went viral for the national anthem. This person walked so she could run. Roseanne Barr, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
34 years ago at the San Diego Padres game. She was booed, but she should have been applauded. I'm going to skip over to the end right here. Oh. She grabbed her crotch. Play ball.
Woo!
Also, 27 years ago, Air Force One was released, and I have to...
Honestly, I think that's pretty hilarious that she did that.
It's so great. And considering
it's pretty funny.
where she's at now.
And I told you guys that she can absolutely, I don't know, maybe she's gotten better at singing, but
She can hold a tune now?
she can nail that. I recently rewatched because my internet was out the other night.
DVDs?
No, I just found something I could stream off of a different computer, and I had the Comedy Central roast of Roseanne, and I was like, why not?
And she sang.
And at the end of it, she did her bit where she roasted everybody else. And then she perfectly, very well done, said, by the way, and the home of the... And you're like, oh, wow, she nailed it. Which means that she almost, on purpose, did a terrible job at singing the national anthem.
That's funny.
So we have an update, and I guess I have a bit of a retraction, but...
Retraction.
I mean, I didn't make it up. It was everywhere. But apparently Celine Dion will not be paid $2 million.
Oh, they took it away from her
at the Olympics. I guess it was just a rumor going. But Celine Dion, she is set to make the big surprise comeback performance at the opening ceremony for the Paris Olympics. One rumor going around said that she was going to bank $2 million just to perform one song.
That's what I heard.
However, did you hear it on the show?
Yeah. I heard they tried to talk her down to one, but she stiff-armed him.
Oh, that's a little too soon. I think that's in poor taste. But she is, she's going to still do it, apparently. Both arms stiff.
Oh.
An Olympic spokesperson is setting the record straight, just like her arms.
Okay, all right, guys.
Contrary to some media reports, performers of the Paris 2024 game ceremonies will not receive a fee for their performance.
Damn.
Their decision to perform under these conditions reflects their desire to be a part of the historic event for France and for the world of sports.
And you know what? I thought for a second when you said that yesterday, I was like, good for the Olympics, because everybody gets screwed except for the Olympic Committee. The place that hosts the Olympics loses tons of money.
They weren't kidding about the cardboard beds. I've been seeing that going around.
That's a real thing. They have to build all this stuff, and it ends up abandoned afterward most of the time. The host city loses tons of money on the Olympics.
They're pooping in the river.
And they get all kinds of drama associated with it, and security risks and stuff. And the Olympics Committee makes so much money off all the rights to broadcast the Olympics in countries all around the world. The least they could do is pay people who are performing or are doing stuff to bring more attention to what they're doing. They're not even doing that.
So typically, when you have like Super Bowl performers, they don't get paid, but they're promoting something.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like this, just a few moments ago, I look at the headlines just to refresh before the next episode, and it seems to be that Celine Dion is in talks to come back to Las Vegas for a residency.
Really? She's doing well enough to do that, huh?
We'll see how it goes, and I will tell you this much. I already opened up an application for a new credit card because I will be going to that if she announces that there is a residency.
Okay.
Hell yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. So looking forward to her one-song performance. Maybe Lady Gaga will join in. In the meantime, here's a performance, and it's from this guy. Billy Ray Cyrus. Which I gotta tell ya, something's going on with him.
What's happening?
Well, one, I saw he posted something. I mean, it's cringe. Posted this music video on TikTok where he's walking through his ranch and playing. He's wearing his hair right in front of his face with a Pharrell Williams hat.
Yeah.
And then I commented on it, and it said I was the first comment, to the point where I got a little surprise meme or graphic that popped up. First comment.
Like confetti flies up on the screen or something.
I was like, cool. I wonder if he's going to respond. Because I said, my achy breaky eyes. And then and then I went back to it, and he deleted it.
Oh,
he's deleting
really?
all of the comments, and now we have this leaked audio that you can't delete, Billy. But he is sounding like crap and being an asshole.
I'm 15, you idiot.
Oh, this is him talking to Fire Rose, the one who he's in the middle of a divorce drama with.
Okay, his ex, all right.
And belittling his own kids. And his ex-wife.
I wonder where the audio came from in that case, huh?
Yeah, big time. But listen to his voice, too. What's going on?
9:15, you idiot.
It's not 9:15.
I needed to leave 2 hours ago.
No, you didn't. You can still leave and get there. And
Out of here. I'm not in no place to go do a show. I had to go when I was ready to go. If you would have just shut the up,
screaming at me.
you would have just left it alone.
Sorry, I should.
If you would have left it alone when I told you it's done. Now I'm really pissed. You once again showed me you will not listen. I don't know who the you think you are, but you will not listen. And this ain't about your bracket. This ain't about your surgery. This ain't about nothing. This is about you being a selfish.
Wowza. And it goes on more and more. And
almost got a little RFK thing going on.
He sounds weird.
Yeah, it's strained at the very least.
He was saying that he was supposed to be going to do a show right now.
Yeah, and he's now it's too late. I'm in no place to go to a show because it's 9:15. He also refers to either Miley or his ex-wife Tish as the devil, and then a skank. And for some reason, he's still trying to spin it in his favor because he responded to the leaked audio by posting on Instagram yesterday via a story. And, well, take it away, Billy.
The other 2 children that were there was from a previous marriage before she met Billy Ray by 2 separate fathers.
Let's just be clear.
Third person.
They're referring to himself in the third person.
No, wait a minute, I said that wrong. Not a previous marriage. The other 2 children that were there, she was impregnated by 2 different men and had those 2 children before she met Billy Ray.
At the same time?
It said that. The truth on Noah, Brandy.
Perfect. I loved it. I've got pretty much everything cleared up.
You know what my favorite shame video, because these are released to like shame the people that they recorded. My favorite shame video was what's his name from Baywatch, when they released that video of him on the floor.
Oh my God, when he's downing a cheeseburger.
When Hasselhoff eating the cheeseburger on the floor of his hotel room.
Her?
I forgot. He was just out of his mind, and they released the video, and I was like,
laying down like that South Florida carpet ad.
Yeah.
Nonchalantly, like had it been mute, it seemed like they were having a nice conversation. Then you unmute it, and he's just berating her, going to town on a cheeseburger.
He's also doing it as if he had talked to a team of medical experts, and they said, "Do you want to sober up? You have to eat a cheeseburger. Like this is the number one way to do it." He's just pounding the thing.
I have a news that is a piece of news that is sending, and I quote, shockwaves. Through a particular community, and that is cartoon animal community.
Cartoon animal community.
Cartoon animal. The company behind this right here.
Everybody say Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty is right, and for some reason, I have no idea why. Sanrio?
Yeah.
The people behind Hello Kitty, they announced that the cat known as Hello Kitty is not a cat.
This happens like once a year, I feel.
Oh, so you've heard this before?
Yeah, I've heard them come out and they're like, Hello Kitty's not actually a cat. And then everybody passes around the Wikipedia entry.
It's a little girl born and raised in the suburbs of London. Who looks like a cat.
Yeah, she looks very cat-like.
Whose name is Kitty? Is that?
All right. Well, I guess this is old news to Sean.
Wait. Hello Kitty's name is not actually Hello Kitty, is it? Hello Kitty's the name of the cartoon, but isn't her name different, or is her name Hello Kitty?
So it went on to describe Miss Kitty's nuclear family structure.
Name is Kitty White.
Kitty White. That's
Mom and a dad, twin sister Mimi.
Okay.
So you probably know this because they're celebrating their 50th anniversary of the creation. So that's
still
old news
Prince
for you.
money. Still Prince money over at Hello Kitty.
I thought you meant like Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince.
No. They make billions a year off of all
there
that
used to be a
Sanrio
whole
stuff.
storefront at Aventura Mall, growing up. So congratulations to everybody. Queens of the Stone Age making some headlines, and this comes around every, I don't know, I feel like once a quarter of like, what are the strangest writer requests?
Oh, what do we got?
What do we what?
What do we got?
We have, this is from a recent appearance on Dish from Waitrose podcast. And it was Josh Home discussing the requests, and he did the whole, like, let's see if they're paying attention. He said back in the day, he used to ask for chocolate-covered ants and a map of Ireland to be put on the wall.
Okay.
And then when he was asked why he wanted that, he would say, wouldn't you like to know, mind your own damn business.
Okay. Can you actually in any city go out and get chocolate-covered ants, you think? Is that, like, accessible for people?
My guess is that if you were really to provide the chocolate-covered ants for the artist, you would just order them ahead of time on Amazon.
Yeah, could
Is that available on Amazon now?
Let me see.
Sure.
I'll check. Oh, look.
They say back in 2022, Paul McCartney demanded that all items be made from animal-free material, the whole place to be dry cleaned a day before his arrival, and all lamps in the backstage area be installed with a dimmer switch.
Oh, yeah. Edible bugs.
Gross. They have chocolate-covered everything, and it's disgusting. Chocolate-covered super
Sounds like our
worms?
Friday show.
That is gross. They have ants, but I don't see chocolate-covered ants. Crickets,
straight
everything.
up ants?
Just straight up black ants. If you want to buy a package of black ants, you can do it.
I'm really grossed out
salted
right
black
now.
ants.
So there you have it, my friends. I have run out of time, so why not full circle this next episode and give a big congratulations to this gal for this song that just hit 1 billion views over on YouTube.
Oh, Miley Cyrus.
Party in the USA.
Yeah.
So put your hands up because they're playing her song 1 billion times.
The Cyrus heavy next episode.
Yeah, and that'll be the last I mention them this week. But I'll take Miley over Billy any day.
The song's good.
I'm just like so disappointed that he deleted my comment. I thought that would have.
Did he block you?
He didn't block me. I thought for sure that'd be the second thing, but they're just deleting the comments and leaving the video up. So I guess I'll go in this afternoon and comment that same thing 40 times.
You got to get him to block you. That's the goal there.
So yeah, one Billy for Miley Cyrus. Speaking of bangers, it's the only other visual to reach 1 billion views so far, and it's since 2013's Wrecking Ball. I cannot believe that's over 10 years old.
Damn.
We're getting old. Series premiere of Decameron on Netflix. We have Don't Forget the Lyrics on Fox, Big Brother on CBS, the 5th season finale of The Kardashians on Hulu, and you can catch Rob Lowe on Fallon. Follow your dreams on me on Instagram, at Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day. Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, an anonymous email on a very controversial topic.
Is it Sea-Lane moving?
It's not. I have more on that, though. I have a stack of emails for Sea-Lane's moving tips, I swear to God. Mr. Beast, we'll get to that and a whole lot more as we roll on a Thursday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
On I-4 this afternoon, you can expect your regular delays eastbound before State Road 429 between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535 around the perimeter of I-4. No major problems on State Road 429. It's mellow on the Greenway. Traffic is up to speed on Florida's Turnpike. There's an earlier accident still causing a bit of commotion here on Orange Avenue, southbound before Oak Ridge Road. Travel with caution through there. If you see any other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Summer is here.
Things are heating up. Literally.
Need help paying that AC bill? Well, Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hands. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. 13 chances every weekday, blah, blah, blah. We want you to win, so if you get a call, make sure you answer your phone, because that's the key to winning. This contest is brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing.
Although we're marketing at a very broad scale, it does include specific local markets, and that's the beauty of iHeart's network.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
Savory tastes and tunes are returning to SeaWorld with bands, brew, and barbecue. Sample recipes from Kansas City, Texas, Memphis, and more. Pair them with refreshing cocktails and ice-cold craft beers. Catch live concerts by award-winning artists every weekend through August 25th. And stay for spectacular Ignite fireworks. Don't miss SeaWorld's bands, brew, and barbecue every weekend this summer. Learn more at SeaWorldOrlando.com. Concerts are free with park admission.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage, on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
When you think about the month of July, you think about freedom, and we have the freedom for a long life. We just have to take care of ourselves, right? Well, Life Imaging FLA wants to help you take care of yourself. They want to help you as far as being proactive and getting a scan and make sure that your heart is fine and you don't have cancer. Life Imaging FLA, they know that early detection of heart disease and cancer can be a game changer in terms of treatment and outcome. Give them a call to get that free heart scan. Call Life Imaging FLA. You pick up your cell phone, you dial pound 250, you say the words free heart scan. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a $699 value, and it's definitely worth it. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. This is definitely worth it. Life Imaging FLA. Ask them about the cancer screening as well. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds.
I'm John Morgan, here to urge you to vote yes on Amendment 3 and legalize the adult use of marijuana. There are a lot of reasons to vote yes on Amendment 3, but let me give you one more good one. Today, too many adults are sitting in our jails simply because they were using marijuana, and that is just wrong. If I was your governor, I would free or parole every person in jail for possession and then expunge everyone's record. Amendment 3 will put a stop to this and let the cops fight real crime, not fake crime. I'm tired of people being thrown in jail for something that is less harmful than alcohol or opioids. So now let's finish what I started and join me, John Morgan, in voting yes for the people and for Amendment 3.
Vote yes on Amendment 3. Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, what's good, guys? This is Angel from the Monsters. You guys know I love to cook on my Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive, and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassy's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories, everything that you need. They have the classroom set up so you can teach you the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques on the Big Green Egg as well. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassy's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee, so check them out. It's Wassy's Meat Market. Check them on Instagram or go to their website, wassysmeatmarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassy's Meat Market.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank, B-A-K, bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Story time with the three best friends you never knew you had.
To Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTube creator, and the drama surrounding him as well. And something happening in the world of Kamala Harris that is surprising to me. Based move on Kamala Harris's part. What's going on here? We'll get to all that in a moment. But first, I have to tell the two of you, Sabrina and Selim, we spent some time last night. We didn't watch all of them, but we watched 3 out of the 4 episodes of that Sunny show that we were talking about.
Yeah, that's.
I hate robots. You know how I feel about robots. swaying me a little bit this show, because if this robot breaks bad, I'm going to be so angry. I'm going to be so pissed off. This sweet little robot that's her pal in this show, Sunny. And what's her name from The Office? Karen Filippelli, a.k.a.
Rashida Jones.
Rashida Jones, super good in this. It's on Apple Plus, which they are, very quietly cranking out some really good content.
I still won't watch the show that I've been recommending.
No, Courtney's
Can't
watching
talk
that.
to nobody about it. Oh, Courtney is?
Yeah. And
oh, my God, the season finale was insane.
I don't want to say I hate this. I don't want to say it annoys me, but
I hate this. It annoys me.
She has shows that she watches without me, and that's one of the shows. So then, therefore, I'm not going to get to watch that show because she's already watched it, and she watched it in time.
Are they shows that you have interest in watching?
I don't really know. I mean, it sounds like it might be okay. She says it's really good, but she's probably not going to want to watch it again. Uh-oh, great. I'll have to look into this.
That
but
Jake,
Sunny,
man, the bod for days.
Oh, boy. Sunny is good. I don't want to say fun. It's just interesting. It's really well done. So we've been enjoying that for quite a bit here, or at least one night. One night is not quite a bit, but we've been enjoying it for one night total, 3 episodes. Here we go. This is Kamala Harris talking about the protest in Washington. And if you missed the beginning of the show, I said flat out, full stop, these people who were cheering on Hamas, who are saying death to America, who are doing just absolutely anti-Semitic stuff on the streets as a protest to the leader of Israel coming to this country, to hell with all of them. Literally deport them. Literally deport these people to wherever they want to go. Maybe they want to go to Gaza. Maybe that's where they'd like to be sent. But these people are not American in any sense of the word, just vile human beings, the lot of them. And I was super surprised. Base statement from Kamala Harris, actually. Give it a chance. This says, statement from Vice President Kamala Harris yesterday. Yesterday at Union Station in Washington, D.C., we saw despicable acts by unpatriotic protesters and dangerous hate-fueled rhetoric. I condemn any individuals associating with the brutal terrorist organization Hamas, which has vowed to annihilate the state of Israel and kill Jews. Pro-Hamas graffiti and rhetoric is abhorrent, and we must not tolerate it in our nation. I condemn the burning of the American flag. That flag is a symbol of our highest ideals as a nation and represents the promise of America. It should never be desecrated in that way. I support the right to peacefully protest, but let's be clear, anti-Semitism, hate, and violence of any kind have no place in our nation. That's a point in my book. It puts her at 1 point, but that's good.
Oh, wow.
That's what we
didn't
need to
have
see.
any points for Ms. Harris?
Nah, not yet. No.
But
that was
for her.
Absolutely appropriate and dead on right. I think Republicans, I think even Trump fans would have to agree with the wording of that statement. I think she's dead on. And if the Democrats are smart, they'll start pushing with this more patriotic stuff more. You know, you can be critical of American acts and American history and still be patriotic, but it seems like so much of the left just flat out is America bad. We don't like America. We're not patriotic. Being patriotic makes you stupid. And I hate that. And I think a lot of people hate that. So I'm going to agree with this one at the very least. I'm not a huge Kamala fan by any stretch of the imagination, but that was dead on and right. And I'll give her a point where the point is due.
I don't think being patriotic makes you stupid. I do think there are people on the right that are trying to own the phrase.
Yes.
Or own the word.
What you're saying is you don't think by default being patriotic makes you stupid, but there are some stupid people who are just mega patriotic. Like,
yeah, at times.
Like the opposite of the American bad losers, like America bad, America bad, America bad. It's the answer to everything. Every question is answered by America bad.
This country's going to hell. It's burning it down.
It's just like America good. You know, like you don't see any faults in the country.
But
and
then you have to.
dumb
But
too.
what are like that and that vision of America, which is always like make it that again, is also very confusing. Like the word patriot has such a loose term at this point.
I'm saying in terms of like appreciating that you live in America,
hell yeah.
and appreciating American values and a lot of the stuff that makes this country great in
Like
my
cheeseburgers.
estimation. Yeah, that's one thing. There's many, many things about this country that make it great. I love America. America number one. All that stuff.
But I think the America bad thing also, changes hands when the power in the White House shifts. Because I saw like an interview on the morning news where there were a couple ladies who were on their way to the Republican National Convention.
Those the Wisconsin ladies?
Maybe. And they're like
four old ladies sitting in chairs.
Yeah. What do you expect to see at the Republican National Convention? Just a lot of patriots. Just a lot of patriots that are ready to retake America. Because the whole Make America Great Again thing stems in America bad.
Yeah, it does. The wording must start there. But I think generally speaking, when you look at the two parties, you look at Republicans, and I do think Republicans tend to be more patriotic because progressives, especially, a lot of it is doom and gloom. America is racist, sexist, and all of these things rotten to the core. And I just don't believe that. So I think it would be a smarter messaging, a smarter overall program for people like Kamala Harris to stay on that path. Be like, we have freedom of speech, but you guys are scumbags because they are. And if I could hit a button and deport every one of them in 5 seconds, I would absolutely do it. We don't need those people in America. They can go somewhere else because they don't want America to look the way you and I want it to look. They don't. As much as we may disagree on something, they don't want America to look like you and I want. They want Hamas America. Hamas is coming to America. That's what they want. Go. See you later. Bye-bye. Don't want that person here. And I never will. Let's go over to this. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Anonymous emails the show. Says, please keep me anonymous. Long email incoming. Oh, boy. This person's talking about the Sonia Massie shooting, which, if this wasn't on your radar this week, this happened in Illinois. It was this woman who has some mental problems, and she called the police because she believed there was a prowler at her house. And the police showed up, and she said, don't hurt me. And the police said, why would we hurt you? We're here to help you. And that started an interaction that led to them going inside her house. And they told her, we've got this pot of boiling water over here. You need to turn that off. And she made a joke about, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And the cop switched on a dime in a moment's notice. He switched to, I'll put a bullet through your goddamn eyeball. Just this ridiculous
I'll shoot you in the effing face, and then did it.
I'll kill you, the cop was saying, over the pot of water. And then she was like, oh, okay. And she went away from the pot of boiling water, and she had her these oven mitts on, and she appeared to have them over her head while he fired the shot. So that's the situation that this person is emailing about. And Anonymous says, I watched the body cam footage, which I'm not going to play. Because it shows a woman getting shot in the face. I wanted to try to get in front of the misinformation about what happened in the footage, particularly the timeline of Sonia picking up the pot of boiling water and her being shot, which is all of maybe 15 seconds. There are people on the internet, I know, LOL, who are claiming that Sonia was preparing to and did toss boiling water at the police officers and threatening them with a very common phrase used in the black religious community. And up until the last third or quarter of the video, the incident is captured from the perspective of Sean Grayson's partner. When the partner's footage ends, footage from Sean Grayson's body camera begins, which appears to start as soon as the gun leaves his holster. This is very important because the perspective for the partner's camera leaves things in ambiguity, but Sean's footage puts Sonia in focus and her actions are clear. In my opinion, this is what happened. All right, so here's the rundown from what this person, Anonymous, thinks happened. 1, officers notice a pot boiling over the stove. 2, they instruct Sonia to remove the boiling water from the stove, citing safety reasons. 3, Sonia removes the water from the stove and moves to the sink. Officers joke 4 about the water being dangerous. I don't know if they were joking. I don't know if they were joking about the water being dangerous. Sonia replies, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus multiple times. That seemed like a joke to me. Sean threatens to shoot her in the face.
I only heard it once.
Same.
I did. I only think she said it once, but I'll have to go back to the video. But Sean moves towards her and draws his gun, which triggers his body camera to start recording. Sean's partner also draws his weapon in response to Sean's actions. Sonia leaves the pot on the counter and puts her hands in the air and says, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Sean moves toward her around the counter. Sonia crouches behind the counter while Sean is moving towards her. Then he says Sonia grabs the pot and attempts to throw it at Sean.
What footage did this guy watch?
Sean shoots Sonia in the head and boiling water spills on the ground. And he says you could see it in the body cam footage. He linked the YouTube video to this. He says people are saying she did throw water at the officer, but they're only technically correct. People really don't remember at the end of the day. We're all subject to the fight or flight response. From the perspective of Sonia, she was threatened with immediate death for saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, which, as a black man myself, I've heard hundreds, if not thousands of times while growing up. For the ignorant, it basically means I don't agree with what you said. Somehow this was interpreted as a threat against Sean's safety. When Sean drew his gun on her, I'm sure all she wanted to do was not die and did everything in her ability to prevent that. She's almost done here. When he's almost done, or Anonymous is almost done. When saying sorry and cowering behind the counter didn't seem to work, she resorted to tossing boiling water at somebody she believed only meant to kill her. I counted only 5 seconds from when Sean drew his gun and then shot her. This is getting long, and I'm starting to rant. Love the show. Been listening since you took over Buckethead's time slot. Maybe someday I'll make it to one of your events. Peace, Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. I don't care if this woman had the pot in her hand. I don't care if she had the boiling water. These guys were a long distance across the room away from this woman, and she posed no fatal threat to them in no way.
And mind you, the fact that they were even in the house, like, did you see the body cam footage that has been released of the interaction, like, upon first arriving?
Yeah, when she
they're
said,
like, all right, we're going to head out. And then all of a sudden he's like, you doing okay mentally? And then we find ourselves inside her house.
Yeah.
And that
the
leads to
conversation outside was very calm, actually. And she started, like I said, with, please don't shoot me or please don't kill me. And they're like, why will we kill you? We're here to help you. But the man who did this, you can tell, I don't need a lot of evidence to show this. I could tell he's exactly the kind of cop that we don't want. He's a murderer is what he is. This is a person who flipped on a dime when he saw a pot of boiling water on the stove, as if that was going to keep him from coming back to his family that night. And so he must go into murderous mode. And that's not acceptable. That's not okay. That's not how this should be done.
Throw the book at him.
We need police officers who can work with people who might have some mental issues. We need police officers who don't go, hey, my response to a pot on the stove is to blast you through the eyeball and kill you in your kitchen. I'm never going to defend that. I'm just not going to defend that. And I think a lot of cops wouldn't either. Or at least I would hope so. We'll see. Keep yourself anonymous if you want. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. When we come back, your dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Yeah, I think that cop is toast. I think that the case looks pretty solid against him. And I would be very surprised if he had anything other than a guilty verdict there. I'll get to the Mr. Beast thing. We got the Biden footage from his speech last night. More anonymous emails. You guys are very anonymous heavy today. What are you saying? Well, that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Jim Colbert Show. Out of context.
I am not a chocolate sucker. What I do like to do, though, is bite them in half and extrude the peanut while the shells of the M&M are dead in my mouth.
That's what it is. You're a nut sucker.
I'm not a nut sucker, Deborah.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution. The off-ramp is partially blocked from I-4 westbound to State Road 436. On I-4 eastbound before State Road 429, there's heavy congestion. Slowdowns between State Road 535 and approaching Osceola Parkway. On the other major highways, no major problems on State Road 429. It's mellow on Florida's Turnpike so far, but if you see any other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Hey, pool season fanatics, your summer persona is calling. It's time for sun-soaked party scenes at MGM Grand, new luxury cabanas at Bellagio, and sandy beach living at Mandalay Bay. Show off your poolside, only with MGM Rewards. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
The best kept secret for couples and singles is the secret no more. Secret's Hideaway Resort and Spa, Kissimmee's adults only resort, is hosting the Monsters in the Morning for a live broadcast 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. tomorrow. Come on by for the live show and stay for the Secret's sexy Christmas in July event and pool party on Saturday, July 27th. Visit secretsfl.com. That's secretsfl.com for more information and to make your reservations. And don't miss the Monsters in the Morning live broadcast 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. tomorrow. See you there.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind. If you've been in a car accident, you need to know a term. It's called statute of limitations. That means you have 2 years from the time of the accident to actually file a lawsuit if need be. If you don't do that, you're going to lose your rights to the claim. Now, sometimes some lawyers will wait till the last minute to file or contact you with just about a month left saying that they don't know if they want to proceed with your case. Be careful with that. For more information, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546, Office, Orlando.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
And now another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Wow, I wonder how much all this costs. Shh. Well, it can't be cheap. Do we even have enough for our own you-know-what?
Honey, shh. I heard he bought final expense insurance through the Smart Bunny app.
The Smart Bunny app?
Like on your phone?
I know what an app is.
For the love of all things decent, be quiet.
Get up to $25,000 of lifelong coverage for funeral expenses, debts, and other needs for as little as $14 a month. And no medical exam is required. So hop on the Smart Bunny app now and grab some final expense insurance.
Honey, are you buying the insurance, like, right now?
Time is precious.
So true.
Shh. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Frank Gay Services has something cool for you. Keep your AC running smoothly with our expert service. Experienced, professional, friendly, and speedy care that earned us thousands of 5-star reviews. That's the Frank Gay way. Visit FrankGayServices.com or call for details.
The final countdown begins. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank, B-A-N-K, bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
On a constant quest to stay calm, like that bear in the hammock.
Talked about J.D. Vance and the couch yet.
We've been waiting.
You should see the thumbnail I used for the show today. Based on this, it's something else. This was weird because the Associated Press, which is, I think, one of the most trusted news outlets out there.
Is that a real picture?
It's a real picture of something, but the Associated Press did a fact check on this claim. The claim was totally made up and just came from some posts on Twitter/X, but it grabbed a hold because, much like the P-tape, the people who see this want to believe. They want to believe that it's true. And
you're talking about the Russia P-tape?
Yeah, like that. Then afterwards, the Associated Press took down the story. And they were like, why did you take down the story? I think maybe they thought they were giving too much air to these ridiculous claims. But here's what they say. This is media talking about this. The Associated Press published an unusual fact check on Wednesday of this week after several social media accounts shared a claim about Senator J.D. Vance. Earlier this month, former President Donald Trump chose Vance to be his vice presidential running mate. The 39-year-old has only held office since 2023 upon being elected after a career in venture capital. He wrote the best-selling memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, which details his time as a child in Kentucky, and the book has received new attention in the wake of his placement on the Republican ticket. On Wednesday, many accounts on X, formerly Twitter, and Blue Sky, who was over there, proliferated a claim saying that in his book, Vance had sex with a couch. The quote is this: somebody please explain to me how J.D. Vance, who wrote about humping a couch and has only been a senator for barely 2 effing years, thinks he has the right to criticize Kamala Harris's qualifications. In his dreadful novel, Hillbilly Elegy, J.D. Vance described having sex with a rubber glove secured between cushions on his couch.
Okay, really? That was in the book?
No. Republicans chose him to be one heartbeat away from becoming president of the United States. Voters in North Carolina, the U.S. furniture capital, should be particularly horrified. So the AP takes this on. And somebody just made it up on Twitter. The AP said, no, J.D. Vance did not have sex with a couch. The fact check tells the reader that while a PDF search of the book yielded 10 references to couch or couches, at no time the furniture is engaged in coitus. And they said the words sofa and glove do not appear anywhere in the book. He did not write about this.
Did he mention some sort of masturbation scenario at all?
No, they just made it up. They just made it up. And
man,
when
talk about some rumor.
If you make up a claim, first of all, if you make up a claim on Twitter, everybody will just run with it like it's true. And they're not going to go to the book to read it, to check.
God forbid.
No, you're not going to do that.
But I mean, also, if you told somebody that a book called Hillbilly Elegy has a passage about banging a couch.
Right.
I believe it.
Yeah, that's why people started to believe it. They pass it around online. And it on Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it, the stupid platform, the dumbest of all the social media platforms,
Facebook,
by far.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
It is the biggest purveyor of fake news on planet Earth. It's a battle dome, one of those two, full of people who don't care about the truth. They only care to keep filling up each other's tanks with a bunch of nonsense that furthers their priors.
So give us a follow. At Sabrina Ambra. Sean, what's yours?
At the News Junkie, but I'm usually just fighting with idiots.
Fill my tank.
On there. I'm usually fighting with idiots. I don't like Twitter other than for live news. When live news is happening, I think Twitter is a very good resource. But you got to sift out the bad stuff. And when people hear J.D. Vance was having sex with a couch and a glove, they're going to believe it immediately. And they're dumb. And some of them will keep believing it. And they'll just keep, I heard about J.D. Vance. Just like the P-tape thing.
Now, mind you, the only thing that has been proven wrong is that he did not write about it in his book. We don't know for sure that he did not have sex with a couch.
You can't prove a negative. If somebody said something like that about you right now, you'd go, well, this is ridiculous, obviously. And then, prove it. Okay,
Statistically speaking, we have to do a survey.
You can't prove.
How many straight white males have had sex with the couch at one point in their life?
Yes. Nobody other than straight white males have sex with couches. It's all a group of people.
Are you getting defensive about having sex with
No, it's
couches?
it's just a blanket toss out of straight white male every time.
I mean,
It's
is
just
JD Vance not a straight white male? That's what I'm referring to.
Your wording was different, I think. But yeah.
It's going to be all right.
I'm not hurt. You didn't hurt my feelings. I'm just pointing out that your statement was silly. That's the only point I had there.
Okay.
We're going to go to your dispatches in just a moment, and we'll see what you have to say. Biden did say that he's not running for re-election. He is going to do this to save democracy, he says. And it is a big move on his part. It is a move for him to say that I'm not going to go after 4 more years, which would be probably pretty desirable for him. His speech was like 11 minutes long, and he didn't really get into much of anything. But we'll hear a little bit of it here. This is Biden at the White House in the Oval Office. He didn't get super political, but let's listen in.
Fellow Americans, I'm speaking to you tonight from behind the Resolute desk in the Oval Office. In this sacred space, I'm surrounded by portraits of extraordinary American presidents. Thomas Jefferson wrote the immortal words that guide this nation. George Washington, who showed us presidents are not kings. Abraham Lincoln, who implored us to reject malice.
Abraham Lincoln?
Franklin Roosevelt, who inspired us to reject fear. I revere this office. But I love my country more. It's been the honor of my life to serve as your president. But in the defense of democracy, which is at stake, I think it's more important than any title. I draw strength and I find joy in working for the American people. But this sacred task of perfecting our union, it's not about me. It's about you.
About you.
Your families.
Yeah, so there he goes. He's saying he's not going to be running for re-election. He's dropping his campaign. Passing the baton, I believe, is how he phrased all of that.
And I missed that last night. We turned the TV on and I was like, oh, that's already done, I guess.
Yeah.
And then
it wasn't very exciting.
When I heard about it on the news this morning, I was like, he didn't really kind of just told everybody what they already know. Well,
some people were saying as he was going live from the White House that he was going to resign as president, and I was like, where would you get that from? Because that would have to be something big. It would have to be like there's a medical diagnosis or something that says he should resign. Otherwise, he's not doing it.
It would have seemed believable when he started talking all that. It's been the honor of my life kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah,
but you get like an outgoing speech. It's been a minute.
You could. He could do whatever he wants until January, whatever. What is it, January 20th or something? Yeah, the 20th of January. He's saying he's going to focus in. He's going to do the best he can for the remainder of his term as president, and he's going to put his support behind Kamala Harris. Now, he didn't go full-throated and like, I support Kamala Harris for president. I think because he's in the Oval Office, and they don't want to go hyper-political on things from the Oval Office, but he made it clear what he was doing. Okay, let's get into this. Mr. Beast over on the YouTube side of things, the dominoes falling even further. He's now finally responding. If you don't know what's going on, there were some allegations about his co-host, one of his co-hosts on the Mr. Beast videos, who was somebody who was Chris, his friend, and then transitioned and is known as Ava Chris Tyson now. And Tyson is 28 years old. And there's a lot of allegations. There's a lot of people running defense for this person, I think largely because they're transgender. But the idea that they were talking to a 13-year-old and had an inappropriate relationship with them and were making inappropriate jokes with them is only the icing on the cake of some of the stuff that was happening here. They were also super fans, apparently, of some person who is like a leading purveyor in the world of lolly content. If you don't know what that is, it's somebody who draws like underage figures nude, anime style usually. And this person was well known on Twitter for posting this kind of stuff. It's weird and gross to me. There was more than this, but Mr. Beast coming out and saying that I am disgusted by this behavior. It is inappropriate, and I'm taking immediate action. That's what it says. They mutually decided that the person would permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast. And there was an apology from Ava Chris Tyson associated with that. Big drama in the YouTube world, truly. But what do you think? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Have I even played a dispatch today? I'm trying to think of a...
You read the emails.
No, I played Mo Manji. I played Mo Manji's dispatch. I think we played a couple of them.
Yeah.
We didn't play too many, though. So we'll get into some of those, plus jury duty. Coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
This is former Notre Dame quarterback Brady Quinn. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Progressive Insurance.
U.S. women's soccer will begin Olympic play today against Zambia. The Americans looking for their first gold medal since 2012. Former Florida football coach Steve Spurrier would like to see Florida State in the SEC someday. He said the Noles will be a worthy opponent. And Buccaneers wideout Mike Evans says he's looking forward to a chance to equal Jerry Rice's record of consecutive 1,000-yard seasons this year. I'm Scott Davidson.
Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
Men over 45. Do you have a frequent, urgent need to urinate or a weak flow? Do you suffer from an enlarged prostate or BPH? Know your options. If BPH medications are bothering you or you're worried about invasive surgery, ask about the UroLift system. The UroLift system is an outpatient, minimally invasive procedure. It reopens the channel with no cutting and provides rapid symptom relief with no new, sustained erectile or ejaculatory dysfunction, as shown in a clinical study. Go to urolift.com and click on Find a Physician for a doctor near you. Urolift.com. UROLIFT.com. Most common side effects are temporary and can include discomfort when urinating, urgency, inability to control the urge, pelvic pain, and some blood in the urine. Rare side effects, including bleeding and infection, may lead to a serious outcome and may require intervention. If you suffer from symptoms of an enlarged prostate or BPH, the UroLift system is a proven alternative to BPH medication or invasive surgery. Visit urolift.com and click on Find a Physician to speak to a doctor to see if you're a candidate for the UroLift system.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
Cam found out that group chats between different phones aren't private.
Or encrypted.
Thank you. We only text in code.
Yes, which I created. I created a code.
Yes. Which can be a little annoying.
Wait, was that your attempt at the code?
You already forgot the code, didn't you?
I should have written it down.
The place to safely send messages between different devices. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Cam found out that group chats between different phones aren't private.
Or encrypted.
Thank you. We only text in code.
Yes, which I created. I created a code.
Yes. Which can be a little annoying.
Wait, was that your attempt at the code?
You already forgot the code, didn't you?
I should have written it down.
The place to safely send messages between different devices. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-444-9336. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-444-9336. That's 800-444-9336. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with, call Big Lou at 800-444-9336.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Get into summer with iHeart 80s. iHeart 80s goes commercial-free this weekend and every weekend. Open the app, search iHeart 80s, and start listening now. Free never sounded so good.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Get the deals you need during Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 20% off select Werner and Little Giant ladders because Lowe's knows pros. Valid through 7/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real radio. 104.1.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, has now said he's going to shut down all the homeless encampments in California. And you go, oh, wow, look at this, it's a big change. And I say, well, why now? Why did this happen now? And pin this to the move that Newsom made when he had all these foreign leaders go into California, including the president of China. They did all the cleanup, and people in San Francisco were like, look how beautiful the streets are. Look how amazing this is. And he said, people are saying I did this because, you know, the leaders from around the world were coming in town. And they're right. And then they let it go right back to how it was after they left.
Now, is there a plan for where all the homeless people will go?
I don't think they have any. I don't think they actually have any teeth in this thing that he's signing that says to clean up all these homeless encampments, because local officials can overrule them and just do whatever they want. So you need the local officials to also be on board with what the state is saying, remove these homeless encampments. And in California, or in like Los Angeles or something in particular, where I've talked about before, they spend about $100,000 per homeless person. The rule should be people don't sleep outside. That should be it. The rule should be people don't sleep outside. With $100,000 for every person that's homeless on the streets, you can afford to shelter those people. You can bring them indoors. You can put them in programs. You can have them work to get back on their feet. You can do all sorts of things to help those people out. But why would Gavin Newsom do that right now? Because the election is coming, and because this is going to be a big issue that Democrats are facing in the run-up to the election. Why do your policies on homelessness suck so bad? And
This is great.
We're changing things.
This is great because I'm going to California.
Yeah.
In October.
Oh, fun.
It'll be nice and clean. Get all the hobos out of there before you get there. It's just like, why now? Why now? And if it's like politically expedient to do that right now, and it's going to help you as a party in the election, why the hell didn't you do it all these years that have passed? The time that you've been governor? Why now, all of a sudden, you're like, yep, we got to clean up all these homeless encampments. This, it turns out, is a bad idea. And that, to me, is kind of obvious. This is just a very political thing that they're doing here. Every state needs to turn the corner on homelessness and actually start helping people instead of pretending that they're doing so. Sun State John said, hard for homeless people to sleep inside. That's why you have shelters for them, Sun State John. You have shelters for them to stay at. You could fund that with the money that they're just dumping into all these programs that aren't doing much of anything. We got jury duty, as I said, in just a moment. Let's see if we can work in one story before that. CrowdStrike is the company that really ruined everybody for the last week or so, especially if you were going to the airports and trying to fly somewhere. Now, one other thing is people call it a Windows issue sometimes. It's not really a Windows issue. It's a CrowdStrike issue, but it is kind of a Windows issue because Mac computers are not susceptible to this. Mac computers don't allow software to have kernel level access, so they don't have this issue. Mac computers also, generally speaking, don't get any viruses, right? Those are the reasons why I like to use Mac computers over Windows.
Really hard.
At the moment, Windows computers, I remember like leaving my dad to his own devices for 6 months and then coming back and doing a scan on the computer. I'd be like, God, what are you clicking over here? Is just riddled. His computer would be riddled with so many viruses. He'd say, Sean, I can't check my Yahoo mail. And I go, well, why not? And I'd try to and it'd be grinded to a halt. And I say, oh my God, you have to be more careful than this. He was a computer guy, for God's sake. Anyhow, CrowdStrike, they push out a bad update. The update to their software gives the blue screen of death to all these computers. More than 1 million computers that controlled a lot of our infrastructure went down across the world, in the United States and around the world. But they are sorry about this. And CrowdStrike is trying to make this right. So they have sent out something to the folks who were impacted by this. And you should be happy with this. This is what you get. Go on your merry way. Because they've sent out $10 Uber Eats gift vouchers to folks.
That should cover delivery and the other service fees they won't tell us about.
Who is it that's getting these?
It says CrowdStrike is sending out $10 Uber Eats gift vouchers. It went out on Tuesday. They had a message attached that acknowledged the glitch led to additional work and offered heartfelt thanks and apologies for the inconvenience. To make it up for users, the email said, your next cup of coffee or late night snack is on us. And then they sent over $10, which, as Sabrina pointed out, $10 doesn't buy you anything on Uber Eats.
Also, how much did it cost them?
I'm sure they got some sweet deal from
without a doubt,
Uber
because
Eats.
with the millions upon millions of people that were affected by that entire issue, you have to have a bunch of new users for Uber Eats. You got to sign up in order to use it, right?
Possibly, yeah. If they want to use the gift card.
This works out great.
They also have more problems than that because CrowdStrike may have to apologize for a potentially botched apology. Some recipients are saying their apology gifts were canceled before they ever got a chance to use them. TechCrunch said they received a message when trying to use this that the promo code was canceled by the issuing party and is no longer valid. So almost got something, but then pulled it right away from you. All right, let's get into it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. He's the guy to help you out after an accident, whether it's you, your loved one, your friend, your acquaintance, whoever it is that's asking about attorneys. Go, hey, I've heard of one. This show I listen to. He's the best. Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. And when you do that, you're doing your friend, your loved one, whatever, a solid by sending them to the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. A couple of updates here, but first we'll start with this. An ex-employee is pleading guilty to stealing from a Tuscaloosa Catholic church. This woman is Kristen Baracletti, 35 years old enough to know better, and she stole from this Catholic church in Tuscaloosa $300,000. And they not only wanted to get her punished for this and throw her behind bars potentially, but they said, what did she use these funds for? And here's where my head explodes. Of the $300,000, she used $220,000 to buy TikTok coins and send gifts to digital content creators on the platform. So Hot Dog Yum or whatever, when those people are doing that stuff.
Rose, something like
the
that.
Roses, whatever the little presents. I don't know what all the icons are, but yes, those things. She bought $220,000 worth of that to give to TikTok creators. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. The Osceola County Sheriff also in the news again. Marco Lopez is talking about how he accidentally posted a photo of 13-year-old Madeline Soto's body on social media. He says the major on the scene was actually the person who sent me the photograph, and it's our protocol. I'm the sheriff. We do this. If I'm not in the area, I can look at this and make an obvious call and say, hey, this is what it is. It could be. It might be something different. And at that time, we weren't 100% on what we had there because we couldn't see any identifiers. So he's saying it was his guy who found the body of Madeline Soto. And his officer sent him a photo via cell phone, because I guess that's how they do this, to confirm it so he knew how to proceed moving forward. And then that was on his phone. And he accidentally posted it on Instagram, I think, in an array of photos. It was up for about 10 minutes. He said, I immediately took it down. I immediately notified legal. I even talked to the chief to let her know so she'd be aware since it's such a sensitive case. Right away, we drafted a letter of apology. We put it out there. And he got a $500 fine that he's going to pay. I care less about the accidental Instagram post of this poor girl's dead body and more about what else happened. I want to see through this phone if he sent that photo to anybody else, because that happens with law enforcement a lot. I can see making a mistake. It is a really big mistake, though, like a really big mistake. And you go to legal all you want. The person you need to apologize to is the family of Madeline Soto. Get on the phone, get in person, apologize to them. And if they forgive you, then fine. But really, I want to know what else happened. And I'm sure they'll get to the bottom of this, but we'll see if he was sending that around or if he just kept it and was just trying to identify if it was indeed her body. All right, now it's time. Here we go. Let's go to your dispatches. Here's Douglas talking about Biden's speech. Let's see what Douglas says.
Hey, News Junkies. Yeah, Biden's speech was definitely not a live speech. Definitely pre-recorded. I'd really like to know how many takes it took to get that not even good speech down. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
I don't think so. I saw that stupid conspiracy going around after the speech. Oh, Biden's still not alive. Biden's not out there. Biden can't speak. So Biden didn't do. The speech wasn't very good. He was all mealy-mouthed the whole time.
But do you think it might have been taped?
No. If they taped it, they would probably tape it to try to get it absolutely perfect and go, okay, finally you got it, President, after 900 takes. He's also wearing a watch. So
what time is it?
Why would he wear a watch in a video that was taped so somebody could easily just look at the watch and compare it to the time of the actual broadcast? And they'd have to like compare. It was the same time. It was the same time that he was speaking. So I don't believe that. I don't buy that. I think it was a live speech, and he bungled a couple of things on the way. Here's Big Mark, who's joining us on the show.
Good afternoon, News Junkie crew.
Hey.
This is Big Mark from Palm Bay. First-time dispatch, long-time listener. Right now, I'm a little mad at C-Lane.
Uh-oh.
C-Lane, I'm driving, and I damn near popped my hernia when you cracked that C-Lane Dion stiff arm joke. That was absolutely ridiculous, bro.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Love you guys. Love listening to the show. Hey, Sean, next week for Fritz on the Street, pick me. I got faith in you, brother. All right? Peace.
Don't have faith in him remembering that.
Big Mark, not only do I not have faith in me remembering it, I don't have faith in me winning. I don't know why anybody's even asking me anymore. I am not doing good this year.
You had a great comeback yesterday. You were down 3 by mid.
I was doing bad in the first half,
And then they were 1 point away by the end of it. I
still didn't win.
No, you didn't.
But I still didn't win. I was getting my ass kicked in the first half so bad that it was like actually embarrassing. And then in the second half, I came back a little bit, but still couldn't pull off the W, Big Mark. So thank you for even offering for me to represent you. I appreciate that, actually. Let's do another one.
You're going to have to start begging people to let them represent you.
Please, yeah. Here's I'm a PC. This is a hot take on the Olympics.
So this might come off as a bit of a hot take, but the Olympics and the locations they choose are kind of stupid.
Whoa,
they just need to figure out 6 locations, 1 on each continent, if they can do a both winter and summer Olympics. And just keep those same locations and go forward each time it comes around.
Okay.
So then that way they're not wasting money or going to all these cities, messing it up for like 2 or 3 months at a time and then leaving it in shambles. If they just keep the rounds the same and they just rotate them every few years, it's this location, so on and so forth. That's how the Olympics gets better and less of a bad rap with that.
But no countries are saying that they're like anti-Olympics. It seems like countries still really want the Olympics to be in their city.
Yeah, you bid for it. You also get, a massive influx of people that are spending money in your your city.
Huge. Yeah, like Super Bowl levels for days and days and days and days.
But I would pay for that dispatcher to pitch that in front of the committee next year. The same exact way.
Yeah, I don't know that they're going to go for it.
That, and then you're not going to have any problems. That's it.
Also, that rules out a lot of places. How many places will you be able to do Summer Olympics and then the other part of the year, the Winter Olympics?
Well, you would have to do 2 Olympic sites.
In one country.
Or 2 different countries.
Yeah.
2 different hemispheres.
But that's what we're doing now. That's not anything changed from what we're doing now. I think
he wants to just keep them all at the same time. So, like, say Paris. We're doing the Summer Olympics there.
Yeah.
Then it's always Paris.
Just keep. Oh, you leave it there forever? That's not fun.
Yeah,
I thought that's what he was talking about.
Else.
Yeah, you spread this around the world. That's part of the Olympics. All right. Well, maybe you like that idea. Let us know what you think. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. I like this. Dragonfly Ma'am sending in a photo dispatch. Much appreciated of her at the theme parks rocking her snake shirt right now. Hanging out with her kid. Like that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you and the support.
He looks excited to be there.
He's rocking his Buc-ee's tour shirt.
Damn right.
He's into something totally different than she is. Okay, what do we have here?
We're going to go to Buc-ee's over the weekend.
Yeah, you did. I was wondering when I saw it, I was like, what brought him all the way over to Buc-ee's? Did you just go out there for Buc-ee's?
No. We had my cousin is having a baby. And so we went to visit her and do the baby shower thing.
Oh.
And to Jackson was a huge hit. Very, very popular at the baby shower. There were some family members that had never met him yet, so that was a good time.
Oh, that's fun.
And then, I told my wife, because we've been really, she's, got a whole lot on her mind. We got the house thing going on. And I said, you don't even remember what we get to do tomorrow, do you? She goes, what are you talking about? I go, we have to drive up there. That means on the way back we get to go to Buc-ee's. And she's like, Buc-ee's, all right!
I don't know how you guys do Buc-ee's, man. There
was a crazy. I'm not lying. I was walking from where like all the bottled sodas and stuff were towards like the fountains and the beef jerky deli counter. Yeah. And there was a guy that was like, I think he was telling his wife, he's like, I'm a little freaked out. I gotta go. I just having a panic attack. He was like, this is too much for me.
Oh, all right, quick break.
Not everybody can handle Buc-ee's.
We'll get to some more emails that are coming in, and also a clip that will live forever in infamy that we must revisit. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Casino passes for the 2024 Just Call Mo Real Radio Celebrity Poker Tournament are still available. Go to realradio.fm/poker for more info.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for an accident off to the right shoulder on I-4 westbound at Colonial Drive. There's an accident partially blocking the off-ramp from I-4 westbound to State Road 436. Travel with caution through there. There's slowdowns on I-4 eastbound before State Road 429. Traffic is up to speed on Florida's Turnpike. No major problems on the beach line so far. But if you see any other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center on James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, on August the 1st between 4 and 7 p.m., join me, Angel, from the Monsters of the Morning for your chance to win tickets to the upcoming Monster Jam in Orlando. We're doing it every 10 minutes. This is all courtesy of Renewal by Anderson, official partner of Monster Jam. Plus, come see the legendary Gravedigger up close and personal. Mark your calendars and head to 2500 Maitland Center Parkway for some big-time fun. See you here on August the 1st from 4 to 7 p.m. Thank you to our sponsor, Renewal by Anderson. You have a chance to win tickets every 10 minutes.
In this week's Marketers Report, Angela Zepeda, CMO Hyundai Motor America, discusses measuring audio.
The measurement capability within audio, I think, surprised all of us. We have seen a huge return on our investment. Seeing real numbers has helped us continue to invest.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the data, audiences, and influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Older adults can take steps to stay safe from injury and remain independent longer. Be active and join activities like Tai Chi that help you stay strong and keep your balance. Learn more at cdc.gov/stillgoingstrong.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
No sales tax. Now that's a vacation. Click OrlandoNissan.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out.
Join us on the show if you'd like to. Email tips@thenewsjunkie.com or send it to dispatch, which you can do, of course, over at thenewsjunkie.com. That's the best way to join us on the show. And I've found what I think is the greatest political test of all time, because there's all this stupid political stuff going on there. You can try to dodge it if you want to, but it's the best test I think I've ever seen. And when some people watch it, they're like, oh my God, that's embarrassing. We really should never have this going on with our president. And some people watching, they're like, hell yeah, that's what we need in a president. And I watch it and I just laugh. I just think it's funny. And I think a lot of people probably react that way. I'll play that test in just a moment. But real quick, let's start off with this anonymous email to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Somebody says, listening to the podcast listener who saw some lady in her 60s buy all that Diet Mountain Dew. That likely was my mother, says Anonymous. And if that's the truth, that would be such a strange tie-in. Let me explain. This is a reason for anonymity. About 6 years ago, my mother was looking into stomach stapling surgery because she needed a knee replacement surgery, and the surgeons she talked to told her she needed to lose 200 pounds before they would operate. She decided on her own that instead of stomach surgery, she would put herself on the diet that people were forced into when they have such a small stomach. It took her about 2 years, but she dropped 200 pounds. Wow. Damn. Good for you, man. That's awesome. And got her knee surgery. I'm super proud of her for this, especially for a lady in her 70s, but she did it. Full circle, her one vice is Diet Mountain Dew, which I trashed on the show. And she gets absolutely manic if she doesn't have a stockpile of it. Also, don't pick me.
She was the lady.
No, that's what she said.
Oh, okay.
He said it was likely my mom. You were still coming back from wherever.
Sorry.
Restroom
Man,
break.
200 pounds.
That's huge. That's really impressive at any age, much less 70 years old. So, C-Lane, what you missed was, I said, this is the greatest political test ever. Mm-hmm. And if you're on the left of the political spectrum, oftentimes, depending on how far you are out there, you'll go, this is embarrassing. If you're on the right side of the political spectrum, you go, this is awesome. And for me, I just think it's absolutely hilarious. And this clip will live in infamy for me forever. Let's go back in time here to some previous presidents of the United States of America.
The United States has conducted an operation.
I think I know what this is already. Yep.
You know where this is going?
Yeah, and I see the Jimmy Kimmel Live in the corner. This is one of my favorite bits that they've done.
It's a great comparison. So
the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead.
The United States launched a targeted operation against that compound.
They did a lot of shooting, and they did a lot of blasting.
He said blasting. He said they did a lot of shooting.
They did a lot of shooting.
He says, like a dog.
Yeah.
He died like a dog. And I'm going to write a book. Nobody gives me any credit.
He says they did a lot of shooting and a lot of blasting.
They did a lot of shooting, and they did a lot of blasting. Even not going through the front door. You know, you think you go through the door.
Uh-huh.
If you're a normal person, you say, knock, knock. May I come in?
After a firefight, they killed Osama bin Laden and took custody of his body.
He died like a dog.
The best part. He died like a dog.
Knock, you're dead.
It goes from they took custody of his body to he died like a dog.
He died like a dog.
But his death does not mark the end of our effort.
A beautiful dog.
What is that even? A beautiful dog.
I've seen this so many times, and still, every time.
So good.
It's so freewheeling.
We give thanks for the men who carried out this operation.
And I don't get any credit for this, but that's okay. I never do. But here we are.
May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
And I'm writing a book. I think I wrote 12 books. All did very well.
Yeah, I wrote 12 books. They all did very well. Oh, just a stroll through time. And as we see everything shaping up, you got Biden dropping out, right? He's out of the race. Kamala Harris very quickly goes in and like scoops up all the support, and everybody goes from like panicking. It's one of the more interesting things. If you could disconnect from your politics for a second, just try to think about things this way. When the mass media, like the media establishment, decided, yes, after that debate, Biden is too old and we got to get rid of Biden, it moved quickly. They had ignored this for years and years and years. All of a sudden, the most important thing in the world became getting Biden out of office. So the New York Times ran editorials. So did various other papers like the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
Washington Post, I think.
Yeah, Washington Post as well. All the major news outlets, MSNBC, everybody was on board, and they're like, but we got to get Biden out. Pressure, pressure, pressure. All these politicians said we encourage Biden to drop out. It was the most important thing in the world, and Biden was way too old. And then Biden drops out.
Bye.
And now the kick from that into the push for Kamala Harris by the media establishment has just been insane. It's like we went in a totally different direction. Now it's about propping up Kamala Harris. And it's just interesting to see how the whole system works like this.
I think it's a huge part is propping up Kamala Harris. But every time I turn on the TV, I think there's somebody that's bitching about the process.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
was there not? Did Trump not file a lawsuit, or was talking
about the delegates?
Filing a lawsuit? Yeah.
I don't know. I know that they were trying to say like this is undemocratic and they just selected who they wanted. This is not who people voted for.
That was even John Morgan's take on it, and that's why he said he was going to stop fundraising for this campaign. And I kind of get it, but it's also
but to John Morgan's credit, he wasn't calling for Biden to step aside.
Right.
The people like Republicans were saying Biden he's got Parkinson's, he's delusional, he shouldn't be the president. And then when he did step aside, he says he's not going to run for re-election. Then they got mad about that. So that's what I was saying. I was like, I don't understand.
To us.
Yeah.
I don't understand the dichotomy there.
No, that's the same thing I said when they're like, oh, he's stepping aside, but he's not resigning. I'm like, just take what you
more.
Get what you asked for. You got what you wanted, and stop asking for more.
Now, bets. Are we going to have a normal Monday? Next Monday.
Man, we have not had one for a while. I don't know.
Well,
I'll almost be bummed.
Let's see. This Monday was Biden dropping out. The Monday before was Trump almost got shot.
Yep.
And I think the Monday before we took off. So,
yeah, look, when we're here, things go haywire. So we'll see what happens this weekend. But some of the polls are starting to come in. And the youngins, boy, oh boy.
Warthogs.
You Gen Zers or Alphas or whatever you are.
The brats.
They are turning over for Kamala big time. And here's what we're seeing. Before Biden left, the split between 18 to 34-year-olds was 53% Biden, 47% Trump. All right? Like younger people are always going to be leaning to the Democratic side. It's just traditionally been that way for a long time. The older you get, the more you tend to lean in the other direction. But younger people were 53% Biden, 47% Trump. Pretty even. Younger people, Harris, Trump, are 60% Harris and 40% Trump. That's a 20-point lead for her. So one thing you can notice there is at least 7% of those folks were like, I'm not voting for Biden. Either he's too pro-Israel, too old, whatever the reason was, they like Kamala better for this. So 60 to 40. But can we find out how many people in the last presidential election between 18 and 34 voted? Or what percentage of 18 and 34-year-olds voted
Saw,
in the 2020
something online
election?
for it. From what I understand, I'll as one of us is looking it up, is that there are a lot more new voters, like something in the 40 million of like those turning 18 that could not vote this last election. Now this last was 2020. How many 2020 voters were?
The Center for Information and Research on Civic Learning and Engagement says we estimate that 50% of young people ages 18 to 29 voted in the 2020 presidential election, a remarkable 11-point increase from 2016.
Yeah, that sounds really high. That sounds incredibly high to me. But yeah, I'm looking at the same thing here, and they go by states. They say 54% in Florida, or 18 to 19, 52%. This sounds very high to me. I have to look at more of this.
I got census.
What do they say? Does that say the voting percentage, or that just says how many there are?
So 2020 presidential election had the highest voter turnout of the 21st century, 66.8% of citizens 18 or older. We have all-time high 59.7% for the 2020 of Asian voters. Highest share of women. Where is 18? Okay. Voter turnout was highest among those ages 65 to 74 at 76%.
That's
while the
always the case.
Percentage was lowest among those ages 18 to 24 at 51.4%.
That's still high, though. 51, half of those people, that's pretty high as far as I'm concerned. That's a pretty big turnout. Do you think, looking down the road at November, you got Kamala Harris and you got Trump, do you think there'll be more people that vote this year than did in 2020? Do you think the election will be bigger, or do you think it will be less than 2020?
I think that it will be more.
I think more people will vote. I think this will be a bigger election. I think there's more fireworks around it.
Also,
people are divided into really, really aggressive tribes at the moment.
Do you think, stemming from that, do you think it will be bigger than it would have been had Biden not dropped out?
Oh, no.
Yes, I do.
I don't think it would have been as big.
No, that's what he's saying. He said, do you think it will be bigger? Are you saying, do you think this will be bigger than if Biden didn't drop out?
Right. Like more people will show up who, I know people who said, oh, good, he dropped out. Now I'll vote.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I think absolutely. I think she's going to fare better, I believe, than Biden did. Can she beat Trump? I don't know. That's going to be hard.
Yeah.
But I think she'll fare better than Biden would. And you can already see that there, especially with these younger people, there's a swing in that direction. Let us know what you think. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. And over there on your phone, on your laptop, whatever it is you'd like to use to communicate with us, we want to hear your beautiful voice recorded. And keep it short and keep it quiet in the background. Make sure you're nice and loud over at thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Oof, almost burped right into the microphone. Didn't want to do that. Did want to share this with you, though, okay? This is a shot over the bow for the crypto bros, okay? Because the Bitcoin 2024 convention is coming soon, and now they're showing the people who are going to be speaking at the Bitcoin 2024 convention. And at this event, of the speakers, there are 15 speakers. 11 of them are named Matt. 11 of the 15 speakers at the Bitcoin event.
They didn't even change up
Matt.
like how they went with Matt. Like
No.
one could have been Matthew or
Three
Matt.
of them are Matthew.
Yeah, 3 Matthews, all the rest Matt with 2 T's. How does that even work? 11 out of 15 of the speakers at this event have the name Matt. They share the same exact name. Shows you something about the crypto bros.
But how many speakers are there? Because this is just 15. A portion of the list. No.
Yeah, there might be more. There could be, just what I'm seeing shows.
If that's the entire list, the story should be that every single one of them starts with MA.
Yeah. Even the other ones? Hold on. Yeah, okay, this is just the alphabetized part. Okay.
Yeah, it's a piece.
Yeah. So 11 of these 15. So there must be a lot in total, but that's a lot of mats on board. There's only one Mason. He's all by his lonesome with these mats out there. And, all right, I got this other clip to get into. What we are going to do, though, we'll take a real quick break. When we come back, we'll see what you got on your mind. It's time for you to join us on the show. Plus another random Trump clip that we'll talk about, and a study that is really not great news. Not great news for us. I was hoping for some good news. We're not necessarily getting that. It's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traveling on I-4 this afternoon, there's heavy congestion before you west 27 and after State Road 429. There's an accident off to the right shoulder on I-4 westbound near Colonial Drive. Watch out for that one. The off-ramp is partially blocked from I-4 westbound to State Road 436. I believe the left lane is blocked there. And if you see any other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Blindster is a family-run business that began in 2010, and we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters and received over 100,000 five-star reviews. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
And now, another insurance story from...
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Wow, I wonder how much all this costs. Shh. Well, it can't be cheap. Do we even have enough for our own you-know-what?
Honey. Shh. I heard he bought final expense insurance through the Smart Bunny app.
The Smart Bunny app? Like on your phone? I know what an app is.
For the love of all things decent, be quiet.
Get up to $25,000 of lifelong coverage for funeral expenses, debts, and other needs for as little as $14 a month. And no medical exam is required. So hop on the Smart Bunny app now and grab some final expense insurance.
Honey, are you buying the insurance, like, right now?
Time is precious.
So true.
Shh.
Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
This July, celebrate America's independence with a fresh view from Renewal by Andersen. Their custom-built, energy-efficient windows and doors will not only enhance the beauty and value of your home, but also increase your comfort. They keep the heat and humidity out, not to mention the noise. That's because their unique Fibrex material combines both elegance and resilience, offering you double the strength of traditional vinyl. Right now, buy any 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Don't miss this limited time offer. Visit rbafla.com to schedule your free consultation today. And if you're looking for a new career, great news. They're still hiring experienced window and door installers. Celebrate freedom and comfort with Renewal by Andersen, official sponsor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Once again, just go to rbafla.com for details. License number CGC 1527613.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Cam found out that group chats between different phones aren't private.
Or encrypted.
Or encrypted, thank you. We only text in code.
Yes, which I created. I created a code.
Yes, which can be a little annoying.
Wait, was that your attempt at the code?
You already forgot the code, didn't you?
I should have written it down.
The place to safely send messages between different devices. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
A1Garage.com, A1 from day one.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH, C-A-S-H. cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture.
Back, the latest Secret Show subscriber. There is a Secret Show scheduled for tonight. You can check that out live over on the News Junkie Discord. Connect your account to it if you're a subscriber over on the My Account section. So top right when you're logged in on the newsjunkie.com, go to My Account. You'll see the button to connect to the Discord. You'll have secret privileges and access. And around 7:30 p.m. on Thursday nights, 8:30, right around the 8-ish, or somewhere around there, it will be live right on the Discord. So check that out over at thenewsjunkie.com. Bad news here, because this study just came in. We have to accept it for what it is. Research published this week is offering a sobering rebuttal to the idea that booze can be a life-extending elixir. In a new review of the data, scientists failed to find high-quality evidence that people who drink light to moderate amounts of alcohol
die.
Waiting with bated breath for. I was like, I thought he was going for the dramatic.
Same. And then we both happened to look down at something, and well, here we are.
Dude's still talking.
Yep.
So
smiling.
I fall off again? Am I out of here?
Yeah.
But it's just perfectly timed. It really
Oh,
is.
man. Where did it cut me off? Live longer than blank?
No, you said people that drink moderate amounts of alcohol.
Let me go back then. All right. Research published Thursday offers a sobering rebuttal to the idea that booze can be life extending. In a new review of the data, scientists failed to find high quality evidence that people who drink light to moderate amounts of alcohol are likely to live longer than people who abstain from drinking. So, like the idea that you could just have a few and it's good for you, maybe keeps the blood a little thinner or something. The findings suggest there isn't a really truly safe level of alcohol consumption, which is not a fun result to have. And we do hear from time to time these people that get very old, they get up there in the years.
Yeah.
So what's your secret? And I say a glass of whiskey every day, or I have a bottle of wine on Fridays. And they're suggesting that that's not going to help, but we'll see. We'll see. You test it out and see what happens on your end. We got another clip of Trump. I guess he keeps talking about Hannibal Lecter. He is fond of talking about Hannibal Lecter. Yeah.
Huge fan.
He likes to bring this up at his rallies.
Didn't he call him the late, great Hannibal Lecter or something?
Yes.
He was
I believe he
referring
did.
to the actor,
Anthony Hopkins.
but
yeah,
just referred to him as the character, like one of the characters he's played.
I'm not sure he's ever called him Anthony Hopkins. I think he's almost always said Hannibal Lecter when he's speaking about it.
But he said late, great, right? Because Anthony Hopkins is still alive.
Is Hannibal Lecter dead?
Spoiler alert, please.
He's only speaking of the fictional character, I guess. That's what he's suggesting. Here he is.
Citizens in jails, mental institutions, and insane asylums.
He said that so weird. Insane asylums. He got really into that one.
And insane asylums. They go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter.
There he goes.
Okay, they say, why would he mention Hannibal Lecter? He must be cognitively in trouble.
What is this impersonation he's doing? This is brand new. I don't remember this being a thing. Let me go back a little so we can get that impersonation again.
Hannibal Lecter. He must be cognitively in trouble. No.
He sounds like it's almost Trump's version of the mother from Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, it does kind of sound like that. Somebody said,
why would you talk about Hannibal Lecter? We've gone viral. Let's order antibiotics.
Somebody said this is an old clip. It is not. This is from Wednesday in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where this comes from.
Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lamb. He's a lovely man.
Sounds of the lamb.
Just one lamb.
Just solo lamb.
Just one lamb.
He wants
Not
to
a very
have you for
efficient
dinner. He'd like to have you for dinner.
What did he just say? Hold
He's
on.
pointing at one guy saying he wants to have you for dinner. This all
me go
makes
back.
sense for sure.
Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lamb. He's a lovely man. He wants to have you for dinner. He'd like to have you for dinner.
Okay, very normal stuff.
What does this
Thank you.
have to do with anything?
He's ranting. He's trumping. He's doing his thing. Just putting it all out there. So he says, these are real stories, and I'm going to keep talking about this. Hannibal Lecter for Silence of the Lambs. He's a lovely man. He wants to have you for dinner. He'd like to have you for dinner, he said to a member of the crowd. So there you go. And another clip making the rounds, a flashback to the presidential debates and town halls, is Kamala Harris, if she wins the presidency, coming for your meat, folks. Is she coming for your meat? This is how she answered some questions when the town halls were going on.
Certain countries have changed their dietary guidelines to reduce the consumption of red meat in light of the impact of the climate change. If elected, will you be supporting change in dietary guidelines? And then how will you plan on implementing the changes so that people effectively change their diets?
Yeah, I mean, and thank you, Carol, for your work on the question. I think of the point that you're raising in a broader context, which is that as a nation, we actually have to have a real priority at the highest level of government around what we eat and in terms of healthy eating, because we have a problem in America. And we can talk about all that we are now, the subject of this conversation, we can talk about the amount of sugar in everything. We could talk about soda. We could go on and on. So the answer is yes.
So she said yes, but she also talked about sugar and a whole bunch of other things. I don't know exactly what her point was there, but maybe she's saying, like, if the U.S. government says this, the U.S. government goes, we want you to know that a healthy meal includes X, Y, and Z. And it would be beneficial for you to reduce the amount of this in your diet. I don't care. I couldn't care less. If the U.S. government says, we're going to limit the amount of red meat that people can purchase, then I care. Then I think that's ridiculous and really stupid. I don't think she's saying that with what she said there. But it sounds like that's what the lady wanted. The lady who was asking the question wanted a lot more than she got, I think. Okay, we're going to do one dispatch real quick like. Here is our friend Lisa G chiming in with the dispatch.
Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
All of them.
Not sure. I had a meeting earlier, so I've missed part of the show, but not sure if y'all have actually talked about Trump's ear. I saw a picture, and I'm going to send you an email, Sean, with a screenshot, but he was speaking at some event yesterday and just had a regular old Band-Aid on his ear. So it's kind of interesting that he went from the full-fledged, gauze pad to this little tiny Band-Aid. It really makes me wonder kind of what it looks like underneath. Guess we'll see in time. Hope y'all are having a great Thursday. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thank you, Lisa G. I have a question. Can your ear heal? Top of your ear, where he got shot.
Like, if you were to sew it together, that could heal, but it's not like... You can't.
If you let's say this is going to hurt a little bit. Let's say you grab C-Lane's ear, you take a hole puncher, and in the top of his ear, you go and you squeeze and you hole punch C-Lane's ear. Will that always be like that for the rest of his life, or would his ear like try to, pull in?
Piercings can close in, right?
Yeah, they can. So maybe it's like it depends on how big. Yeah. Depends on how big it would be, I guess. Okay, we want to know what's on your mind today.
Ask Evander Holyfield.
Oh, that's true. He'd be a great study case for this. What do you think? Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, here's what we're going to do, folks. Okay? Count on it. Final dispatches.
Boom.
More than just one. Stories, plural, that didn't make the cut.
More than just one?
And today I learned at least a handful of them to wrap everything up for a lovely Thursday. That is all coming up next on the News Junkie.
All aboard for Real Yacht Rock Weekends. Every weekend this summer on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Hey,
Hey, Central Florida, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast on this Thursday. And the rest of our Thursday afternoon will feature hot and humid temperatures. Plan for an afternoon high today of around 95 degrees in Orlando, with our heat indices back into the low 100s. We'll also expect some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. These will be fairly scattered, with better chances taking place north and west of the I-4 corridor. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
The Florida Hometown Heroes program for down payment assistance has been funded with $100 million as of July 1st. That gives all eligible first-time home buyers, those that have not owned a home for the past 3 years, and all veterans and active duty military a down payment assistance fund up to $35,000. Find out today if you're eligible for this money by starting your pre-approval application at thatmortgageguydon.com. Don't wait too long. Work with someone who's going to make sure you get the best deal by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product and don't know what to do next? Inventors, InventHelp can help you get started with your idea. Call 1-800-INVENTION or go to InventHelp.com to get your free inventor's information. They can help you try to patent your idea and submit it to companies. Get started with your idea today at InventHelp.com. InventHelp is the leading invention service company. With offices nationwide, they've been helping inventors since 1984. Inventors receive more than 10,000 patents through their patent referral services. Don't wait to get started with your idea. For free information, contact your friends at InventHelp. Go to InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. That's InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. They help everyday inventors just like you. Additional services include invention websites, prototype models, technical drawings, and more. They keep your idea confidential and explain every step of their invention services. Remember, that's InventHelp.com. InventHelp.com.
At Life Imaging FLA, they're all about celebrating freedom and a long, healthy life. They're here to fire you up and let you take charge of your health, making the choice to be proactive, get a scan, and get the freedom to live your life and enjoy times with your family and friends. Life Imaging FLA, they know that early detection saves lives, and it does. Give them a call. Here's what you do. You pick up your cell phone, you dial pound 250, you say the words free heart scan. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a $699 value. Take advantage of it now. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. It's Life Imaging FLA. Ask them about the cancer screening as well as that free heart scan. I went. It's easy, and I got to tell you, I have peace of mind. I know my heart is good. You can give them a call too. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds.
It's Sutherland Nissan Orlando's tax vacation event. This month only. Save thousands and pay no sales tax on your new Nissan. Rush to Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Online at OrlandoNissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty. With purchase of select new Nissans up to $70,000. See dealer for details in 7/31/2024.
Buying a house or selling yours? The Nickley Group makes it as easy as ABC. And 1, 2... Oh, and fast, too, because the Nickley Group can get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. Just visit thenickleyGroup.com.
Tell your doctor if you've fallen, if you worry about falling, or if you feel unsteady when standing or walking, especially if you are 65 or older. Don't let a fall interfere with your independence. Learn more about preventing injuries at cdc.gov/stillgoingstrong.
Hey, what's good, guys? This is Angel from the Monsters. You guys know I love to cook on my Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive, and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassy's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories, everything that you need. They have the classroom set up so you can teach you the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques on the Big Green Egg as well. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassy's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee, so check them out. It's Wassy's Meat Market. Check them on Instagram or go to their website, wassysmeatmarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassy's Meat Market.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A., copyright 2024.
The only radio show strong enough to fight off a Category 5 hurricane. This
Taylor to wrap everything up for a Thursday. Thanks for being with us today. We love you. We appreciate you. And we couldn't do it without you. So come with us onto these final dispatches, etc. as we wrap everything up for a sing-songy sort of Thursday. The world is angry. The planet is angry. Death Valley is, well, it's Death Valley. It's always angry. They said a visitor to Death Valley National Park. Why are you people going to this place? Stop visiting Death Valley. This person visiting Death Valley National Park suffered third-degree burns on his feet after he reportedly lost his flip-flops while walking on the park's sand dunes.
Why are you going in flip-flops?
Yeah, to the sand dunes. That's the worst possible footwear you could have for sand dunes, I think. A 42-year-old visitor
would not.
From Belgium.
I realized that started with such an explosion.
Yeah, it was pretty loud. The visitor reportedly had gone for a short walk on the dunes when his flip-flops broke or were lost in the sand. It was 123 degrees, and as he's running across the sand barefoot, his feet got actually burned. They got burned, like a third-degree burn on the bottoms of his feet and the sides of his feet, and they determined he needed to be hospitalized as a result of it. Also out there in weird weather stuff, there's some dirty rain coming, especially to the Sunshine State, but in the East Coast, really. And it's because there's a bunch of Saharan dust that is over us.
Oh, yeah.
And so
our allergies are going to suck.
It's not good. They said this dust is about 5,000 to 15,000 feet up, and these thunderstorms are going to go over them and rain right through the Saharan dust, and it could be dirty rain, which sounds bad.
Keep your mouth closed.
All right, here we go. Let's go to these final dispatches, everybody.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
Oh, maybe. We shall see, friend. We'll start off with this one because my therapist has sent in a dispatch. That's just their username, I'll tell you.
Hey, y'all, podcast listener in here. I wanted to chime in about the diamonds thing because I heard Fritz say that is this the only thing 100% of our listeners agree on, that lab diamonds are better? And I'm here to say no. I prefer mined diamonds because according to jewelers, I guess, lab-grown diamonds will not appreciate in value because they can just be made. Mm-hmm. So if for whatever reason I get divorced, I want to be able to make some money off that thing. However, as an environmentalist, the lab-grown diamonds are so much better. And so to kind of bridge the gap between that, I'm going to have my grandma's diamond taken out of her ring and repurposed into mine.
Oh, that's
should that
nice.
ever happen. And no, I'm not taking it from my grandma.
Grandma's
She's
buried
dead,
already.
so.
Yeah.
she said, I'm not taking it from my grandma. She's dead. So thank you, my therapist. Appreciate you. Appreciate that dispatch. And to go past 1, let's hit 2. Here's your local lawn guy talking about how early it's okay for people to be making noise in the morning, like people having lawn services. Somebody at 8 o'clock this morning outside my house, I still don't know what they were doing. Sounded like they were knocking down my neighbor's garage behind the house, or it was just god-awful noises. It was like a tree stump grinding sound. It was so loud. Here's your local lawn guy.
Yo, what up, Sean?
Hey.
Sealing, Sabrina. Your local lawn guy here.
Okay.
At the beginning of the show, you guys were talking about, what time is too early to be out there on someone's property.
It's quiet.
And making noise and all that. I do commercial accounts, as soon as the sun comes up. Residential, I don't start till 7:30. I feel like 7:30 is a good time.
That's early.
But
that is pretty early.
Or anything before 7:30, too early.
Yeah, these people started
Anyways,
right at 8, and they were going at it back there. Who do we have before we wrap things up here? This is, let's see. Guitar Slinger is talking about the asparagus psychic.
So the asparagus psychic, does this mean all of her predictions smell kind of funny?
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying. And, oh, by the way, about my terrible song, they all can't be friggin' gems, Besides, that was a 3 Tully song.
A 3 Tully song? Because Sealand didn't even get to hear your song.
I heard it.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Did you agree with the folks who were not big fans of his song?
I felt bad that he was getting so roasted.
He was.
But it was 3 Tullys, so it's understandable.
The guitar solo
I've had some
stuff.
5 Tully songs.
The beginning. Yeah. Shredding.
Sean. Hey, Sean. Hey, Sean.
I'm trying to rack my brain and because it reminds me of something. Like it almost sounds like
Garage
weird
band?
science.
It does kind of sound like weird science. Yeah, I get that vibe from it. And at the end, he turned to CNC Music Factory, I believe. But listen to yesterday's show for the whole thing if you or if you're so inclined. I think that's going to wrap it up for the dispatches, probably. Let's do Seychelles is talking about. He says Publix is racist or something.
Good afternoon, the news junkie, Sean, Celine, and my lovely Sabrina.
This is a different one, I think.
Sean, I just want to let you know that my Publix, where I live in MI, is very racist. They only hire white people.
Okay.
And then there is like 2 other colored dudes, but they are friends of family that were there. But they never hire anybody that is black or whatever the colors.
Black or
That's
whatever
for
the
sure.
colors.
I've seen it. My first daughter went there, didn't get hired. My second daughter went there, didn't get hired. My son went there, didn't get hired. His friends went there and didn't get hired because
And your family has not good luck at Publix.
Well,
Yeah, my son didn't get hired at Publix either, nor did I. But I don't think that was a Publix being racist. They sorted us out somehow, and I did not end up on the winning side of that job application. Okay, let's do these stories that didn't make the cut. We know the important things that are going on as the Paris Olympics are ready to kick off in just a matter of days. When's the opening ceremony? Is it tomorrow? I think it might be tomorrow. Yep. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Friday. And we got we learned that we've got Lady Gaga definitely performing, I believe, right? Yes, she's in.
Celine is definitely in, and then
and Celine Dion.
I think they're performing
wait,
together.
I thought we didn't know about Lady Gaga. Is she in?
That's what
story
I saw
this morning said, yeah. But we don't know who else. There could be other people that are like surprises or something. But those are the 2 names that have been floating out there that have seemed to have been confirmed. But there's another issue going on, and news.com.au, the biggest news outlet in Australia, says drug dealers are revealing how much a bag of cocaine costs in Paris during the Olympics. The very, very important stuff here going through. They actually interviewed a Parisian drug dealer, and he said, we're always ready in this business. We're always ready, and that is how there's money to be made, they suggested. The prices of our services will be adjusted due to challenging road traffic conditions and heavy demand, said this particular dealer. So they could go up, they could go down, but they're supposed to be pretty expensive if you're trying to buy some of that stuff for the Olympics. NBA,
Did they give a number?
No, and I'll give you an exact number, not in the story I'm looking at here. They said it's going to fluctuate because of all the security forces. That makes it more difficult, and because of the traffic and heavy demand, they say. The NBA announced a media deal with Disney, NBC Universal, and Amazon. That means the NBA is coming back to NBC.
Okay.
Well, that means... That's coming back. The basketball song will be coming back to NBA action.
And they're doing that huge bundle with, did you see? It was like Disney, Hulu, Max, and a fourth one.
I did, but I forgot how much it cost. Do you remember how much it cost?
Probably so much money.
Disney bundle. I'll look this up so we could see here.
How did Disney get a hold of all of them?
Something out. Disney, Hulu, and Max launch a streaming bundle at up to 38% of a discount. You can get Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max for, what was that? Does that say $17? That doesn't sound too bad.
All
$17. It just says you can now get Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max bundled together for $17. A streaming mega bundle. That's got ads. Yeah, the ad-based bundle is $17. Ad-free is $30 a month for those three, which that's some pretty good options. If you have Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max, you got a decent selection of content there, but you probably still going to want Netflix, so that's more expensive. And who knows what else Peacock, you just keep piling them up there. Anyhow, and last two here. Grindr appears to be blocked in the Olympic Village in Paris. They're claiming that this is to protect the folks who are performing in the Olympics.
Oh, okay. Like there's no other apps that they could use.
Maybe there is something else, but they said they've changed their privacy settings this year, just like they did in 2022. This is to protect the privacy of athletes who aren't open about their sexuality, especially those hailing from countries where homosexuality is criminalized. So a lot of
that makes sense.
Middle Eastern teams that are there wouldn't want that to be a thing. And that'll have to do it for today and this lovely Thursday. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Thursday, July 25th, 2024. Today I Learned one of the guys from this band.
Foo Fighters.
That's right. Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters. He was such a fan of the 1980 Team USA gold medal winning hockey goalie, Jim Craig, that he called up all the Jim Craigs in the Easton, Massachusetts area until he connected with the real one. And then he said, hey, I'm Dave Grohl, and I'm a big fan. And they met years later at the Winter Olympics, and they've talked since that, become quick buddies. Today, learned an extra on the set of Transformers 3 was left with her brain damaged after she was struck with a piece of metal. After the accident, a portion of her skull was removed. She now endures memory loss, seizures, and she's blind in one eye. For it,
more
she
than meets one eye.
$18.5 million settlement. But I'm sure she'd still probably like to be, more normal and not have those issues. Today learn this band right here.
I'll take my life, but I'll take yours too.
Iron Maiden. That's right, Iron Maiden. While working on their album, The Number of the Beast, music producer Martin Birch was involved in a car accident with a minibus carrying nuns. The bill that he got after this accident was for 666 pounds. A lot of creepy stuff going on there. Today I learned squashing them does not prevent ants in your house, which is fun to do anyhow. Ants come and they collect the squashed ants if you leave them there, and they get a free meal. They just eat their little pal. They eat the dead ant. Ants will rarely have 5% of the colony outside of their colony at any given time. So whatever you see, there's a whole lot more where that came from. Today I learned in 1963, Sean Connery, filming From Russia with Love in Italy, played a roulette wheel at a casino in St. Vincent. He won the equivalent of $200,000 after betting on 17 3 times in a row. The odds of this, 1 in 50,653. He picked up some big money for the time.
Look at me go.
And finally, today I learned this band right here.
Oh my God, come on.
Cranberries. That's right, the Cranberries. The vocal effect used in the song Zombie by the Cranberries is known as keening. It's a wailing sound used in Ireland to mourn the dead at funerals, and also it just kind of sounds cool when she does it. Still a classic. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you later, everybody.